Philadelphia, we will be live in your city July 25th at City Winery, ironically. Just want to let you guys know, Rocky is my favorite movie. I love that one with Mark Wahlberg where he's like a bartender and then he makes the Philadelphia Eagles. Everything to do with Philly is my favorite in the entire world.
That was a Rocky movie?
Well, no, it was Rocky and then the Mark Wahlberg one where he plays for the Eagles. Those are my two favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, Philadelphia, we love you. Tickets available now, newroyalmall.com. Get them.
No worry now.
Rory, I know you've been having a tough time relaxing once you get home, once we're done podding.
Yeah.
Got the perfect solution for you.
What's that?
The Sleepy Time Advanced THC Gummies from Mood.
Okay.
Amazing. Gives you the perfect amount of chill, relaxation. I think you should try it.
I definitely need it. Plus, the gelato vape pen has been helping me in the morning with my creativity.
Mhm.
So anything mood related, I'm on board. Add more relaxation to your summer plans with Mood. For a limited time only, get 20% off your first order and a free THCA pre-roll. Go to HelloMood.com, use promo code RoryMall. That's HelloMood.com, code RoryMall for 20% off your order and a free THCA pre-roll.
Yo, walking in on a Monday morning to see Peach at his desk with 2 Honeypacks just chilling to the left of him
Peaches.
was not how I thought we were going to start this week out.
And didn't know what they were.
He claimed he thought it was sunscreen.
Yeah.
So you know he rubbed it into his
I
pores.
thought it was lotion.
And now he's bricked up.
He couldn't understand why he was hitting the key so hard.
The back of the Honeypack says last for 48 hours. Peach had 2 of them. So he's going to be bricked up for 4 days.
That's wild.
When was the last time you guys took a Honeypack?
It's been
When
wild.
was your last worst headache?
It's been a while, bro. Like that's why I can't do shit like that, like the gas station shit, and I was never into that.
I was late to the party. I used to like laugh at people that did that. And then I tried a Honeypack and I was like, I see what the hype is about. I was in there performing like an amateur adult film star.
So now you understand why Barry Bonds took
I understood back then.
Balfour. This is the new Balfour.
He doesn't deserve an asterisk in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just the record.
No, he's a Hall of Famer. Take the asterisk.
Shorty
away.
didn't put an asterisk next to my name after that.
She didn't. You don't.
I don't
know.
think she knew I was juicing though.
In her phone.
I think she just thought this was the experience.
She. Oh yeah, but I mean, if she finds out in her phone, she's gonna have to put an emoji next to her name now. That's like the asterisk. You put an emoji like, yeah, he was on that honey pack. Like the little honey emoji. Don't they got like a honey jar emoji?
Yes, they have a honey jar.
Yeah.
I always
You
thought
could break a pelvis off some Douce and a Honeypack.
Ew.
Ew. That's a nasty cocktail.
I thought it was a small paint samples when I saw them on the desk. It looked like little mini tubes of paint.
Well,
Yeah, because it's like brand X. It's not like official honey pack.
I really thought they were Peaches, and then he said, yo, by the way, those really aren't mine. He was just going along with the jokes. And then we find out that these honey packs were found in my merch boxes. Like,
They sent you 2 bricks.
who was packing up my album merch and just dropped 2 honey packs next to the socks and slides by accident?
They heard you was having trouble.
Helping
Damn.
you out.
That's a good merch friend right there.
Yeah. Merchandise.
I could just buy one of these for $5.
Yeah.
Like
right
I didn't
down-
need
right across the street. You can get them anywhere. It's not that hard. You don't have to send it in the shipment from LA.
Yo, one of the worst headaches I've ever had is off this.
Ooh, Black Bull Extreme. Mm.
Yeah, this looks like paint. I thought this was someone came in here and was doing some detailing over the weekend.
You thought that was something to put in your beard?
The beige, this is Beijing.
That was
Yeah, I just
Beijing
put
on
it
the
in
go?
his peppermint tea.
You thought that was Beijing to go. When you're out on lunch and a little bit of
Beijing
grays.
to go.
When you're out at lunch and a little bit of grays get in the way.
Yeah. It's like
Well,
Beijing to go.
Once I gave in and tried one of these, it really was because I wanted an even playing field. Once I found out all my competition was juicing, I was like, I got to join.
how'd you find that out?
Girls were just telling me that, yeah, it's a regular thing for guys to take honey packs. I was like, I kind of thought that was like a joke on Twitter. Y'all really be taking gas station honey packs
Oh,
before you go fuck?
Yeah.
I was
And then,
late
and then
to
I
the
took
game.
one and I said, I get it.
All these little young dudes, they perked up, pilled up. They can't get hard. Erectile dysfunction at 23 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, now they need this. All they do is sip cognac and pop perks all day. No circulation. Blood ain't flowing.
Haven't done a jumping jack in 6 months.
6 years from a heart attack, heart disease, diabetes, you know. But fuck it, take a honey pack.
Ozempic in the pack.
Mesothelioma.
Yeah, take mesothelioma.
You was naming mad shit. I just
Who got
joined it.
mesothelioma? What is mesothelioma? What is that?
That sounds Spanish. You get that in Dykeman?
Probably. You could probably get that to go on Dykeman.
Sounds like a Dominican gang.
Oh, it's a cancer
Isn't that from like the
that forms in the thin tissue of the lines of many of your internal organs. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, some niggas out there with mesothelioma for sure.
Yeah, but you just take a little honey pack, you'd be all right.
Yeah, so
You'll get through that meso.
Fuck through the miso.
Miso.
Think miso's gonna stop me from fucking?
Nah,
Nah,
that.
got the bowl.
Rory, am I darker than Maul now?
Yo, Demaris.
That's a wild question. Hey, why'd you ask me that?
So Demaris, no, she asked Peach that. Let me set the whole shit for you earlier. So Demaris, I walk in, Demaris like, yo, Ma, I'm blacker than you. I thought maybe she probably went to like, one of those retreats and found out like her roots.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, dope. She said, nah, I got a tan. I'm like, oh, okay. You sat out in the sun this weekend. It was nice out. Okay, I get it.
Well, I saw her IG reel that she posted this morning, and I thought it was like one of those travel girls, like not a girl I even follow, just the For You page shit. And then I look at the @ and it's Demaris.
Yeah.
Well, you was at some private rooftop pool?
Yeah, who
At-
was that?
like ass naked?
I was not ass naked.
Oh,
I
it
had
kinda
a
looked like it
bathing
at
suit
first.
on.
You're low key ass nigga.
And
See how
I'm-
quick that cut was? I thought you were ass naked.
No, and also I'm in Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn.
Look at you not
Nah, that's
swimming.
Dubai.
Nah, that's Dubai.
It's Brooklyn. Downtown. My rooftop is downtown Brooklyn. It has a view of the city. So that's where I
Oh,
was
this is
at.
your building.
No, I live in. Anyway, long story short, I'm darker than Maul. I'm now the darkest person on this podcast, and I'd like to be acknowledged as such.
But you're not, though. Peach, our local white resident measurer of melanin, he confirmed that you, in fact, are not, if anything, the same color now. But definitely not darker. But you look good, though. Like you laid out, got some good sun.
Well, I mean, I went to the shore. Do I look a little,
Yeah, you look a
a little
little
dark, a little,
It's a little
tan?
chartreuse. A little chartreuse.
A little more freckles on my arm?
Yeah.
I was outside for a little bit. I went to Jersey Shore.
When you say outside for a little bit, you mean like 17 minutes?
No, like I was under like a canopy.
Oh, okay.
Like my feet were kind of outside.
You know what I'm buy? You know the bucket has to come with the little umbrella on it?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to get you one of those
I need one of those
to like help you out so you can
to just walk the streets of
Yeah, you can
Manhattan.
stay outside a little longer. Get you a little bucket hat with the umbrella on top of it.
Yeah, went down to Jersey Shore for the day just to kick it on the beach in the shade. Ran into JWoww's ex-husband, so you know I got the full experience.
of Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see somebody from the Jersey
The moment you cross that bridge, you just run into all of the VH1 superstars.
The alumni?
Yeah, he was sitting right next to us at the table. I didn't want to make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Thought about asking him for a picture because, that's like bucket list.
Yeah.
There's only a few people I'd ask for a picture.
You guys were comparing
and,
tattoos.
and it'd be Raj.
Yeah. Shout out to Raj. How was the shore? Packed?
No, it actually was surprisingly not as crazy as I thought it was going to be, but it was fun. Just
I'm
a
glad
fun little
that-
quick day trip. I'm
Yeah.
where I got to hang in the pool for a while, so it was fun.
I'm glad that little heat wave we had is tapered off,
Over.
bro. Oh my God. It's, people don't understand this New York heat in the summertime, the humidity. It's not, you can't really enjoy yourself outside.
No.
Like, because your back is soaking wet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just hot. You know, everybody's kind of like got that little summer smell.
It's
Like,
just
everybody
nasty
arms
heat.
stink. Like, you know what I mean? It's just
Fuck
like,
the arms.
Yeah.
That thing heats up. It cooks the trash that's sitting in the streets.
oh
It
man.
just smells like you walked into
Trash
a
on the
dumpster.
sidewalks is like,
Oh, it
somebody
smells
should,
so
it's
bad.
a body in here. Somebody should check this.
just walking around with a wet lower back.
Yeah.
It's just
nah,
nasty. Then you sit down on the train and then all the sweat hits your shirt.
And then everybody has a dog, and the hot dog urine. Everybody has a fucking dog now. I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah,
thing smelling
COVID
like
did that.
pee. It's
It needs to rain. We need like 2 days of rain right now.
mhm.
The sidewalks are dirty and stink. The streets stink.
Oh, you are officially old. You're one of those people that
Yeah.
looks outside and goes, "Yeah, we needed this when
yeah,
it
we
rains."
need this rain, man. I love when it
You're
rains.
definitely
after-
that guy at the screen door.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm definitely. I lean into all of that shit now, Rory. You have no idea. I can't. I'm about to start planting shit. Oh yeah, I'm near Demaris. I'm planting. I'm getting soils. I'm doing all of that shit now.
I could see you being one of those because you are so far right now. You're like one Fox News episode away from growing your own food, for sure.
Yeah.
because you think the apocalypse is coming if Biden comes back in. So I get it. You'll have your own garden.
No, if Biden comes back, I'm leaving for sure. We can't do 4 more years.
I mean, we got a lease here.
Yeah, no, I'm going. I'm just saying, like, I'm,
Wait, but we have a lease
I'm
here.
still going. Gone. I'm out of here. I can't do it. No fucking way. Not 4 more.
Did you do anything over the weekend?
No, I didn't do much. I did local shit, went uptown, saw my cousins and shit in Harlem, and that was it. I didn't do too much. I was in the hood chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't do too much.
Didn't check in with anyone. Showed up.
In Harlem?
No, niggas
Checked in
checking
with my
with him.
pops. Like, checked in with my dad.
Okay.
You know, shit like that.
He gave you a pass.
He did, in fact, give me a pass. He was like, I'm good up here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? He was like, it's a little shaky right now, but everything is good.
Who was your favorite character in Jersey Shore?
My favorite character in Jersey Shore,
Smells like a Sammy
I like what's the
The Italian.
Paulie D.
Okay.
Vinny's
Like-
the man.
I like Paulie D, and I like I like Jay Wow.
Which
Okay.
one? Which
I like
one-
Snooki too, though. I like Snooki.
So if you was with me at the shore, you would have stepped to Roger because Jay Wow's your one.
No, not like that. I ain't stepping to nobody.
would've stepped to him
Nah.
for
I like
disrespecting her.
I like Jay Wow because Jay Wow, she kind of always seemed like she wasn't with the messy bullshit. She always seemed like the mediator. Like she was always the one
Well,
after the bullshit goes down.
With this cast and crew, yes, anyone could look like they're not with the messy
Yeah.
shit just by saying, "Hey, everyone, calm down once."
Yeah. That's all you had to do. But I like Snooki too. Snooki was cool. But I like Pauly D and Vinny.
That was one of the greatest reality TV shows ever. I know,
For sure.
I know it embarrassed Italians and they hated it, and it's not Jersey culture. Fuck all that. That show was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no.
It was
One of the greatest
amazing cinema.
One of the greatest shows ever. And I love like where everybody is at now.
Yeah,
Like,
look how
seeing,
far
like,
the situation's
Listen,
come.
and say what you want about the situation. He was 10 toes, did his time like a man.
Mhm,
No one went down with him.
mhm.
Now he's raising his kids.
Yeah.
That's a man right there.
Yeah, that's a man. Look at him. See, beautiful.
He used to call women grenades every night. Now look at him.
Look at him. Arms full of kids.
Raising 2 daughters.
That's what life is, man.
They would just get drunk, not get pussy, and then just knock anyone out around them.
What was they? What was
Anytime
they
when the producers were like, "Nah, you can't bring girls back," it's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna knock someone out then."
Yeah.
what was they thing? Gym, laundry, and tan.
GTL.
GTL.
Yeah.
Gym, tan, and laundry.
That was
Mhm.
Pauly D. Pauly D had some classics. These
He's probably
guys are
like
great.
a multi-millionaire, right? Because he had like a real profession outside of the
Yeah,
show. He was
didn't
a
he
DJ.
have a Vegas residency?
I'm-
He
yeah.
DJs a lot.
Yeah, that was set up for him to be a star.
No, they
If you can
definitely
DJ after this show,
They definitely did what they were supposed to do with that platform as far as like everything after that.
He looks exactly the same. He's 43.
looks good, man.
He looks exactly the same.
Hair gel does wonders.
Gym, tan, laundry.
The fellas would go to the tanning bed when they lived at the beach. That was always funny to me.
They didn't even have to
Like,
go
you're
to the
Italian and you're at the beach.
They didn't
Just
even-
go outside.
They didn't even have to go to the beach. They had a beautiful deck. Like they could have just chilled at the crib. You know what I mean? Like
But that doesn't make you orange. You gotta go get the orange tan. From
Yeah.
tanning.
But that's what they're trying to get.
Mhm.
Don't like Italians have that nice like olive tan? Why don't
yeah,
you want
they
to
don't
have
want that. They want the
They want the
orange.
obnoxious bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Okay.
they're Italian with the American cut. They're not really Italian.
Got you.
with the
gotcha.
American cut.
Yeah.
Would you ever date a girl that was on one of those shows?
Hell no.
Like they were young, they were in their 20s.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Or a show like it.
They were like 22, 21. They were young.
I think Vinny was like 17. He was like a minor on that show.
No, he wasn't.
He couldn't go to like the club for the first 6 seasons.
Shout out to Vinny. Vinny also. Yeah, shout out to Vinny. Everybody knows why, but shout out to Vinny.
Oh, because he has a big dick.
How do you?
Why
Whoa.
dick on your
But hold on.
brain,
whoa.
bro?
How, first of all, no, you asking the wrong
Started
question.
with the honeypack.
How do you know that?
Because I watched the show and that was a big thing.
I
That's
did
what,
too.
and that's
Again,
clearly what I
don't
thought
know
she was
that.
alluding
I've
to. Like,
never
yeah, if you
thought
know,
of
you know.
that.
What else about Vinny? If you know, you know.
He exclusively dates black women. That's
Oh,
why,
I didn't know that.
But
Didn't he fuck Snooki?
that's
Close
on
enough. Look at the
TV, but in
tan.
real life, he's only been caught with black women. But
Been caught.
He can't bring.
Caught.
He can't bring
Been
him back
caught.
to Staten Island.
You're caught. You like black women, Vinny. You're caught. We caught you with a black woman, Vinny.
Yeah, I did not know that was a thing with Vinny. I was in an elevator with Vinny at the Mondrian like 3 or 4 LA trips ago.
Yeah?
Just the two of us.
You look down?
I mean, I may have peeked at the inseam to see if the rumors were true.
That's sick.
All right, I'm not a math person, but he's 36 now. This show aired in 2009. So how old was he?
That's 17
can't-
years ago.
I can't
He was
read.
19.
All right, so yeah, he was underage.
No, that was
Bravo.
15 years ago, right?
15, yeah.
He's 36.
36.
So he was 21.
Oh, he was 20. Okay.
2021.
I never really kept up with it once they went to like Italy and did the reunions and all that. But first 2 seasons, yeah, I was watching everything.
No, this was one of those shows that is by far a cult classic. One of the biggest reality shows ever. What they would, they set up a bunch of other shows, off spins, different Jersey Shore reunions and things like that. The Jersey Shore brand is huge.
There was nothing funny about Snooki getting her like clocked cleaned, but imagine someone airing that on TV now.
Oh, a
Yeah,
girl
that was
getting hit.
crazy.
She got.
She got rocked.
And then I remember like the guy that did its dad was complaining to some newspaper that like his son can't get a job now and they ruined his life and it's not fair. Like, bro,
Yeah.
you knocked a woman clean out at the bar on television.
Yeah,
I don't think the system is the problem here.
yeah.
I
No.
think it might be your raging alcoholic son. But,
trigger
you know.
warning: violence against women. If you're watching this on YouTube,
And I'm sure they know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I feel like this
I don't
was
even
one of the
think- I
first
think
viral
they've
things
edited
ever.
out of like.
Oh, they did edit out that.
Well, when it aired, they showed it like
Yeah.
15 times. They played that shit back.
They slowed it
Yeah,
down.
that was like the promo
Yeah.
on commercials.
It was.
On-
They brought in the guy from Sports Science.
Max Kellerman with the breakdown of it.
They brought in the guy from Sports Science.
But yeah, now it's very different world.
I
Definitely,
started.
as it should be, a different world.
I started The Bear yesterday.
What is the
Cocaine Bear?
No, The Bear. You guys never seen The Bear? None of you?
No.
No, it's
What
the
is
Jeremy Allen White, that actor, that cooking show in Chicago.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
He's a meme like all the time.
Yeah,
now.
he's constantly a meme.
like he's
It's-
always exhausted.
so.
I feel like
He's
looks.
a part of the Rat Boy summer look. We talked about that on Patreon.
Gotcha.
he
Okay.
is- It's so good. Like I was trying to figure out what to watch next. I was gonna do The Sopranos, but I remember Maul said that I should wait for him, so I'm waiting for Maul.
So you're gonna be waiting for quite some time.
to watch The Sopranos?
Yeah,
So we started this week.
we're gonna start it this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's going to whose house?
Episodes 1 through 4.
Episodes 1 through 4.
1 through 4. We doing this week. We're gonna watch all 4 episodes this
of
week.
The Sopranos?
Yeah,
You know there's more than 4 episodes.
I know. I'm
Oh.
saying this week we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
watch
yeah,
4
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
How are you gonna watch that together? You going over like? Are you gonna be like FaceTime? Okay, 1, 2, 3, hit
No,
play.
we're gonna watch it separately, and I'll text him and say, "Oh, you saw that? That's crazy."
But Maul's already seen it, so we can
Maul's-
pretend like
Yeah, this is gonna be
Yeah.
me watching it over. I've seen this.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, but I don't mind. Like The Sopranos is such a great show. I don't mind watching it from the beginning. Like I
Okay.
just did with Peaky Blinders. I just watched that again for like probably the 3rd time.
I made Kia watch the entire series, and I watched every episode with her willingly. It was amazing.
That's what I do with Grey's Anatomy. So
I'm trying to find some new shows though. Like I'm trying to find.
watch The Bear.
I know y'all told me to start House of Dragon. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start that.
I wasn't really in like a magical mood this weekend, but it did cross my mind that
It's
I
not
did
magic.
tell Demaris that I would watch that.
Yeah, I got to start House of
It's
Dragon.
not. I thought it was like the
There's
prelude
no
to.
magic in it.
It's not like
So it's before magic, and then the magic came for Game of Thrones.
There was no magic in Game of Thrones. It's not Harry Potter.
Oh,
It's just there's
but there's dragons.
yeah. That's the only
Is that-
dragons are not magical. Okay, they're not.
They're also not real.
That's fine.
You don't
That's-
believe in dragons?
I mean, Cisco.
Yeah, he is the dragon.
That was
But other than that, no.
I mean, maybe they existed at one point.
Nah, dragons ain't.
I don't need someone on TikTok telling me the real history of them again, because you already know where I stand with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Aren't they kind of similar?
kinda
Yeah.
fire breathing dinosaurs.
Is there a conspiracy that I missed that dragons were real and this wasn't something that some author made up? Because I'm on the side that magic was real at one point and still is.
Magic is real.
I
I
definitely
don't think
think magic is
dragons
real.
are real.
What do you mean magic is real?
Magic is real. I believe in magic.
Like, I think there was someone on the grassy knoll, but I also believe in the magic bullet. Magic is real.
man, they shot his ass in the face.
Yeah,
Well,
but
manipulation
it's
is real.
spun around.
That's all magic is.
So you don't believe in magic at all, like any type of magic. All them Spanish girls you done dated, all them corner stores you done went into with them Santeria candles growing up in the Bronx. You telling me you don't believe in magic?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but just because those things exist doesn't mean that they're.
And I think they only work when you
Functional.
believe in it.
Like Matilda?
So then it's real.
Well, not to me. Saying if you think magic is real, and maybe some shit will work on you. I don't think if David Blaine came in here and started spitting up frogs in front of me, I'd be like,
But
yo,
that's not
That's
magic.
not
That was
magic.
just like performative art that's wild.
Yeah, he's more of an endurance.
What?
He's more of an endurance performer.
Yeah,
like
there's
his
a lot of-
stunts are more extreme physical bouts rather than like whatever
so was
we
Houdini.
deem magic.
Wasn't he a magician, the greatest magician ever?
Okay, so when we're
I
when
mean,
we're talking about
I don't
magic,
know.
we're
He's
not
more of like a
talking
Babe
about,
Ruth to me. He didn't go against the best competition. Like
That's true.
there
we're
wasn't.
not talking
camera
about Chris
tricks and-
Angel magic. Oh my God, there's a rabbit behind my ear. Like we're not talking about that kind of magic.
Shout out Chris Angel.
We're talking about magic, voodoo, hoodoo, Santeria, those type of like magics.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit.
Well, you believe in dragons. Tell me that theory. When were the
I don't
dragons
believe-
here?
I don't believe in dragons.
Oh, I thought you were trying to tell me that you looked at me like you don't believe in dragons. Nah, it never crossed my mind to believe
I
in them.
thought you did.
No,
You look like a dragon believer.
no, just Drew Hill, and that's where I. That's
you
where
look like you
I
had
drew the
dragons
line.
on your wall growing up, for sure.
But you said you were looking for something new to watch.
Yes,
Watch
I
The
am.
Bear. Everybody told me to watch The Bear. I went into it not knowing what to expect other than the Jeremy Allen White memes. And it's an amazing show. I love it so much. It will give you anxiety if you're not a person that's used to chaos, but I like it a lot.
Have y'all watched Natalie Nunn's show on Zeus Baddies? Have y'all seen that?
I've
come
seen some
across
clips,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That is the sickest shit on TV by far.
I'm aware. Yeah, I
They
agree.
just on there fighting.
Yeah, I had a stripper friend that put me onto that show, and I was judging her at first, and then I watched a few clips, and I was like, "This is the
No, I
funniest
watched-
show.
I
This is the
watched-
funniest show on television."
I watched the whole first season. I'm on season 2. They just get, yo, what's up? And just start fighting. I'm like,
now
wait.
tell me you don't believe in magic.
No, what Natalie Nunn is doing at Zeus is magic. I'm like, wait, so there's no storylines. These girls just follow each other on social media, or they know each other from social media. She said something slick, and now she's in the house. So I'm trying to see what's up. Like, she tweeted something crazy. And it's like, soon as the chicks walk in, they say hello. You got to see the casting call that they just did with Natalie Nunn, Shinsia, and I forgot the other reggae artist name. But like, chicks was just coming in there, and they was like, yo, you want to get in the house? They was like, yeah. They was like, fight her right now. And they just start swinging on each other. I'm like, wait, this is TV. This is what's going on TV right now.
I mean, this
So
is
it's like Squid Game, but reality TV version.
Bro, they are just, I don't think you understand. There's no storylines. They just like, yo, you looking at me funny. I think you jealous. And they just start scrapping. And that's it. That's just the show. And then Natalie comes in and says, it's shot o'clock. They take a shot. They fucking, I'm like, yo.
Wait, how do I get in this house?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what is Natalie Nunn doing? And it's like, this is the thing though. Like, and it's like this season, you could tell the production budget is bigger, which means somebody cut a bigger check. Like, people are in tune to this shit, but it's just like all these girls are doing is straight up fighting.
Wait, they got the GOAT, Krishan Rock?
Krishan was on the
She's
first.
Baddies
she got a
West.
binky in.
Yeah.
Oh, she's ready to fight.
Probably
Krishan is what
She got
got
coke on
everybody
that biggie.
watching.
Krishan's sister's on there. Takeshi, I think her name. Takeshi. I'm sorry if I messed your name up. I don't want you to fight me.
Yeah, well,
she
I'm
can
no
fight.
smoke.
Yeah,
Yo, taking out your
She can
binky
fight.
to hit the vape
To
pen.
hit the vape is
No, this baddie shit. If you haven't seen this is by far some of the funniest and best TV I've ever seen, because it's just girls on here fighting for no reason other than I don't like the way she looked at me. And they just start fighting.
Can I borrow your Zeus account?
Oh yeah, 100%. I want everybody to watch this shit. This is the greatest shit on TV right now.
Well, did you watch Jocelyn's Cabaret?
That's
No,
the
I
other one.
See, I'm just getting into the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just getting into that world, baby D. So let me kind of, but I'm getting into that next, because I done seen some clips. I'm like, wait, this is how Jocelyn was giving it up?
So my stripper friend, that's
Look
the
at
one
this
we
shit.
really
They just
watched.
they just fighting.
it's like backyard wrestling.
That's Krishan's sister right there.
Oh, I could tell by the stance.
Yeah, no, she could fight. No, she could fight.
And look at
Swing
the
off the
boom
bat,
mics.
Yeah.
Baddies East. Are you more of
Yeah.
a Baddies East or Baddies West?
Oh, I'm from the East Coast. I like the
So
East
you go
Coast
with the home
baddies.
team?
Yeah, I like the East Coast baddies. But now it's the baddies Caribbean. Now they in the Caribbean fighting. These bitches fighting on sand. It's all kind of shit going on. Like, I'm telling you, yo, this,
Fight on sand.
yo, this is the greatest shit on TV.
Could you see yourself like maybe investing in a fighter and like maybe sponsoring one of these girls?
Oh yeah.
As like some manager,
oh,
promotional type
wait.
shit?
Yeah, 100%.
Did you, Maul? Have you checked out there's a boy version? There's Bad Boys.
Nah. See, I don't want to.
You don't want to watch the men throw down in Texas,
Nah, because I think they're gay.
but they
Well,
fight.
I mean,
Yeah, but I don't want to see gay men.
gay men
fight.
can scrap.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
I mean, this looks exciting.
Oh,
Ooh.
goddamn. Oh, and they get right in the ring. This is what reality TV used to be.
Insane. There's no goals, just women and men fighting.
It's still fuck puff, but like if you remember making the band in the early days before they put like laws on this shit, they were scrapping in that house for 2 episodes straight.
No, this is, if y'all thought that when E. Ness and what's the name fought in making the band, if y'all thought that was crazy, yeah, it's E. Ness and Freddie fight. This is nothing compared to what the Baddies is doing.
Pause. They had great stamina in this fight though, because they fight for like a good 15 minutes. You know how hard it is to fight for 15 minutes?
In a studio.
And there was one fight in the house when they were going to different floors.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
I
run
know.
up some steps and then keep fighting.
Yeah, it's on.
Now you're in shape.
Yeah.
Nigga never made me that angry in my life. Ever.
Changing,
What was sicker, fight-
changing levels and continuing the fight is crazy.
I thought
It
you would
was
do that
nuts.
with your siblings.
But sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need a good, you got to just fight things out, man. And then we could be cool later. But yeah,
to me, that made more sense than when they were singing Boys to Men for their bed.
yeah, I ain't like
That-
fight for the bed. Y'all want to stay in this house? That's what,
End of the road is not getting me on that pillow.
that's what Natalie doing. You want to stay in this house? You got to fight her.
Do y'all judge
Do they have a
women-
house?
Do y'all judge women that watch shows like that?
No. I think everyone can just turn their brain
I don't
off.
judge
and
women that
enjoy
watch
shit.
shows like that, but I do judge if you the type that like that's what consumes your like social life as far as like what you talking about and things like that every day. It's like that's when it's like, all right, you a little too invested into that shit.
Mm.
Yo,
But I'm locked in. I'm letting you know now.
Look
I'm
at
locked in.
Fonzworth.
If Farnsworth Bentley getting in your face with a bow tie,
Farnsworth playing mediator is hilarious.
what is Farnsworth up to?
I don't know, man. Where
He's
is
probably
Fonzworth?
old. How old is he?
He has to bring colors back. Him, Kanye, Andre 3000.
He's 50.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Fonzworth Bentley's up to, man.
How many umbrellas do you think he owns?
I've never thought about that, Julian.
Yeah, across the time.
Yeah, he's got quite a collection.
He was kind of like one of the early male fashion influencers, I feel like.
Well, for sure.
How's he not of his umbrella brand collab?
I'm sure he
I
did.
think
Is that an
he does.
AKA umbrella?
I mean, it's just pink and
Yeah, but it has like a
A crest on
I thought
it.
I thought
Yeah.
their arms was right there.
he
Never
matched it
mind.
with see the watch.
Look
how
at the
he gave it
watch and the
pink.
bow tie.
Listen,
You didn't even see how he tied it all in.
no, I didn't.
See?
And
Not a
look
tie
at the
bow tie?
cufflinks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This was a fun time. Well, no, Jocelyn's Cabernet is fucking crazy.
Cabernet or Cabaret?
Whatever the shit.
Cabernet.
Jocelyn.
That
I'm about
nigga
to say-
got
Jocelyn's
wine
I was
on
about
wine.
to say she got wine now. Jocelyn not fucking around with y'all. She
the
about,
wine they make in jail.
yeah, she about to get y'all drunk and then fight. Like,
Nah, but so I watched like an episode or two of Jocelyn's because my homegirl used to watch it, and Jocelyn is very entertaining. So I didn't mind like if she made me watch that with her. If I come over, I'll tell her I'm not watching Baddies.
That kid-
Turn that
that-
shit the fuck off.
that clip with Jocelyn walking through like fucking Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania backstage and she was fighting everybody. That's Cocaine Bear for real right there. Y'all talking about the movie Cocaine Bear. When Jocelyn starts slapping niggas, talking about, yo, get out my way, she was just swinging on everybody.
And they moved.
Oh yeah, that was
You
a
gotta
fight.
move.
And she has probably the craziest thing that's ever been said on cable when a girl was crying about 2 abortions that she got. And then Jocelyn said, damn, bitch, double homicide.
No, that wasn't Jocelyn. It was the girl behind her.
Either way, she was the
She aborted
the
twins.
GM of that whole shit.
Yeah, she aborted twins, and the girl, she was like, yeah, like, you know, talk about her abortion. She was like, and it was twins. And the girl behind her was like, damn, double homicide. Yo, the girl turned around and was like, bitch.
That was on the Cabernet though, right?
yeah.
The Cabernet.
Oh, right there,
You
yeah.
just had an abortion? Twins?
Twins.
Yeah, double homicide.
That's
If you
sick.
couldn't think of a more inappropriate thing to say in this fucking moment.
I resonate with her so much.
Damn, that is homicide.
That is me.
All right, but who's sicker? The girl that said it or the editor that scored it? Like, drop the music.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, and they cut to the wide shot so she
Yeah,
could get her
so you can
shine.
see who
Hold on,
said it.
hold on, we
Yeah,
gotta do that again.
Yeah, double homicide.
Oh, it was her. I didn't see which one it was. It was
Back right.
right here.
Double homicide.
She fixes her glasses.
Same glasses Mo has on.
The bitch?
She said, "Oh, I'm sorry." No, you're not.
That is me.
That shit is prime fucking cinema, bro.
Yeah, I got to see all of this shit that's going on Zeus, man. Like, this is one of those networks that they just putting up. Like, listen, man, I like the people over there because you bring an idea to them, they like, fuck it, we gonna find a way to do it.
And why I can't judge is instead of watching Dragon, which is probably like high level TV, real storyline, make you think, I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm watching the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleader series on Netflix for an entire weekend. I finished the series.
Why?
Why not? Those women are inspiring.
Well, all right,
I even
so,
cried at one point.
so is it like hard? Is it hard? It's like Hard Knocks.
Exactly like Hard Knocks, but for the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
realize how
Is
inspiring
it
they
drama?
were.
Are they fighting?
No, it's just about like
Oh,
making the
see,
squad.
They got to get on their baddie shit. They ain't got no baddies over there.
No, because they're supposed to be America's sweethearts, like classy and elegant.
No,
and
Oh, Natalie Nunn has America's Sweethearts.
these chicks, I give them all the credit because that shit is way tougher than I ever thought it would be. But to do all that for minimum wage is crazy.
Yeah, all that for a skirt and $10.
Like it's kind of wild. But I have a
feel
lot of
bad
respect
for
for them. They are very talented. Like I didn't realize the process. These are like trained professional dancers.
I mean, aren't all
They
cheerleaders?
just for some reason only dance to AC/DC. Like these women are coming in as dancing to Mozart and all that shit for the tryouts, and they're like, yeah, run down the field, smile to Thunderstrike. Like yo, these women could be on Broadway.
Some
Yeah,
of
they're
them
probably
do
like
go on
Alvin
shit like
Ailey
that, though.
students.
Some of
Yeah.
them do. Some of them are like, I think some of the Nick City dancers. Well, I mean, I think all cheerleaders are professionally trained dancers. I think all of them went to school for dance.
No. A lot of them, but no, not all. It's that's not a requirement. But for them, like the Dallas, so yes, there's professional cheerleaders, but then there's the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, which is a different.
Yes, they're different
level.
brand.
No,
Like-
well, Dallas Cowboys, period. That brand is on a different level than any
Yeah.
other organization, probably in sports outside of maybe the Yankees.
Yeah, it's probably Yankees, Cowboys.
They always have
Lakers,
one token
Celtics.
black girl.
Mm-hmm.
type
Yeah.
brand. I mean, not the Lakers now, no offense, but
Yeah, no. This,
but
You
even
said,
even when the Cowboys suck, they're still one of, if not the highest grossing franchise.
they are
every
the
year.
biggest. They are one of the biggest brands in the world.
And-
Dallas Cowboys.
The cheerleaders are a huge part of that brand. Like that shit is for real. It's very, very serious.
Did you have a favorite, Roy? Do they give you some like characters that you can?
Reese was my favorite. She was a rookie,
Okay, let's see rookies.
and me and Kia was hating.
Which one's Reese?
She's beautiful. I can't pick them out of this whole thing. You know, they make them all look alike. She is dating one of the cuter chicks, super sweet, and is dating like a thumb. It's the only way I could describe him.
I know exactly what you mean.
And she brought him in to like introduce to the girls and everyone else. And she went to Alabama, was an Alabama cheerleader. And I guess this kid went like viral for doing some dumb drunk shit at an Alabama game. That's how she like saw him. And everyone, when he walked in, oh, we thought you were dating someone from the team.
No.
And then here comes in someone shorter and uglier than me, and with one of the baddest young cheerleaders.
Possible.
And it was like, yeah. And she DM'd him. I was like, he either has to be the funniest guy. He had no job, by the way, either. He just moved to Dallas with her and was like, yeah, I think I'll find a gig.
Oh,
That's-
he's living the dream.
Yeah.
He
pimping.
either has the craziest Honeypack dick on earth, or he's hilarious because he doesn't have family money. And no offense, because they seem happy. I really don't want to sound like I'm shitting. I'm hating. This is hate.
Yeah, it's okay.
They got
But
married.
I know I wasn't the only one watching that show, including all the other cheerleaders and the coach, and was like,
He looks like a sweet guy.
probably is.
Since when do sweet guys win?
Word.
They do win. They always win.
Oh, come on, bro.
That's flattering.
He got
No,
like
that
chunky
is-
Ted Cruz.
That's
face.
probably the most flattering photo of him. This is hate. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
They're happy.
His face is round.
Here's a hate.
Listen, man.
I think I was
Sure,
hating
he's probably a nice guy.
because me and Kia had a crush on Reese. I think that's why we were hating.
That doesn't look like your type.
That's
It must have
definitely
been her
not Rory's
personality.
Yeah, she was like, she's cute. They like haven't even touched though. They're like super religious.
type. Oh, that's why it's your type.
Religion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
I was trying to find a common ground
Yo,
between
why don't
me
you
and
guys
Reese,
do a photo shoot like this for like tour promo or something?
because we're not gay. That's why.
happy pride.
Well, not like this, but like
There's a lot of Julian types on the show. I do suggest watching it. It was entertaining. And much more than I thought goes into it. But I mean,
should I DM one of the rookies?
I used to be addicted to watching. When they used to do the tryouts every year, every summer I would watch it. Like they would have the episodes back to back to back. I would watch it every summer at my
She's
grandmother's
pretty.
house. It's like a core memory.
and it was obvious, but I didn't realize it till they said it. Like these women are stalked every day. They find air tags on their cars. Like
Oh yeah.
it's fucking nuts. They have to walk around with security more than rappers. Like even photographers at the Thanksgiving Day game are grabbing their asses and shit. Like cops have to be on alert just
What?
for them.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we were briefly talking about this before we started recording, but I said they have this whole thing too in their contract where they're not allowed to mix and commingle with players and staff. And we all think that that's just for a legal byline. We don't think that's upheld at all in reality. Maul in particular.
I don't know.
you
It
said.
might.
Their coaches don't play. Like I don't
Yeah.
like their
Judy
coaches
and the other chick.
don't play at all.
No,
I mean-
they should be like war generals, those two women.
Yeah.
They run a tight fucking ship. But I don't see it. Because that is a big thing they say in the beginning. Like you have to sign this no fraternizing with anyone in the organization. Can't even like speak to them. Separate hotels.
I get it.
I don't know if they even run into each other like that. Because they need to use the field with all the yard markers. So they can't be there when the players are there. Because they both need the field. I don't think they run into each other.
All right, well,
Like at all. Maybe on Instagram.
I can't speak for NFL because I haven't been around NFL organizations that much, but NBA cheerleaders,
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but let's not act like
I've dropped
and
a few of them
offense.
off after leaving the homies' cribs. All I'm saying, like, maybe not in the arena. You can't say hello and you can't speak and you can't do it in the arena. But after them games is over and that arena closed, I know a lot of cheerleaders from a few teams. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, and I'm not downplaying NBA cheerleaders. I just think it's drastically different than the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader brand. Like
Oh.
they're there for this brand, not
Yeah,
to
like-
just be around athletes.
Okay.
What NBA cheerleader, like, what is a good, there's no, like, coveted, you know what I mean?
Yeah, But it's
There's no coveted what?
Like the way in which we were saying, like when you think football, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, they're the number one, they're the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the NBA, there's no like outlier team where it's like that's the team that
Laker
you
girls.
Laker
used
girls
to
was
be.
thinking the 80s, yeah, for sure.
It used to be
Yeah.
Laker girls. I don't know about now.
But even then, like how an arena is set up, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are cheering the entire game on the
Yeah.
sidelines, like
Mhm.
all around.
Mhm.
They have to like sit Indian style for like most of the game and just have to wait for a timeout.
Mhm.
And then they like sneak on the court. You don't, they're not like a big part of the process
Yeah.
the way I think NFL is. But listen, I got a lot of respect because that shit looked very tough.
Well, I'm glad you found a new show to watch and you
Oh,
enjoyed
I finished it in 1 weekend.
Yeah.
Would you
I
let,
can't wait for next season.
how
Gotta
would
see
you
who made the squad.
How would you feel about Amara becoming a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader?
If you would have asked me that before the series, I would have given you a misogynistic fuck no answer. But now actually learning about it, yeah, I think it'd be really cool. I think it's egregious what they pay them
Yeah.
and for the time they put in and like how easily they can be cut. Like you could be a 4-year veteran, you get cut the next year. Everyone has to try out again.
Yep,
Mhm.
every year.
They had 6 new rookies for this season, which means 6 other people that were there before got cut.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
and it's not like everyone's local. People are flying in and moving to Dallas just to try out.
Yeah.
To make $15 an hour.
But you'd be like, one chick was a dentist.
But you only,
They all have,
you
like,
only work
careers.
one day of the week, right?
No, they have practices.
They practice like 3 times a week.
Yeah,
and
we
they have
talking
a
about work.
game.
We ain't talking about practice.
But then they do so many
They
like
do a lot of
fundraisers.
appearances. Yeah.
The Christmas celebration that the Cowboys do is the whole month of December, like every weekend.
They do a lot of appearances.
So they make a lot of appearances. So
They
are they
do,
paid just salary?
So they're hourly.
Hourly.
Oh,
$15 to
so- okay.
$20.
Okay, so if there's other things going on outside.
But I don't know if that includes practice. They didn't give us a whole breakdown. Matter of fact, they really tried to avoid what the compensation was.
Mhm.
Jerry Jones' daughter was avoiding every question that had to do with that.
Yeah, so this is just a classic example of just wanting to be a part of a brand because you have another play in mind that once you're done with this, girls probably dance for 3, 4 years, 5 years maybe, and then they want to transition and do something else. But having this on your resume does stand out if
And
you're
also,
a dancer.
I think a lot of these girls, if you're a dancer, this is your dream since you were a kid. Like you dream about being, you know what I'm saying? Like you dream.
I've had a lot of dreams since I was a kid, and once those dreams come to fruition, you realize, what the fuck was I dreaming?
It was around 6th
Mm.
grade that I realized I wasn't making the league.
Yeah, it's like, what is this?
Damn, it took you that long.
We were good in CYO. There was a lot of controversy. Like I was reading articles that were outraged by this series because it digs into like body shaming and you have to be a certain type of figure and you have to keep a certain amount of weight. I get it if that was like in high school or college, but that's the gig. If
Mhm.
that's what they want, yeah, I can see how that would be harmful, but they're all adults.
Yeah.
Like you got to make weight and other shit.
Mhm.
What's wrong with them having to make weight too? They were saying it was very misogynistic and objectifies women and makes them feel like shit. And one girl talked about an eating disorder, which was awful, but that is the gig. Like I don't think the Cowboys are shitty if that's the brand that they want to put out there.
Not the Cowboys. I think probably what people are saying is that sometimes these restrictions are a little too much to put on somebody because if a woman really wants this gig and she has to make weight, the things that some women will put themselves through just to achieve this
Yeah.
goal of being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, it's like, like maybe y'all should lighten up on some of these restrictions. Like maybe a woman should be over 150 pounds. Maybe she can be 157 and still perform to the highest level.
But I get it. If it's
No.
image and athletic ability does have to deal with your weight, what would be the difference if they were in a Broadway show that required them to look a certain way? You have to continue to stay at that image.
That's what makes them
This
the
is a
Dallas
weird,
Cowboy
shitty,
cheerleaders.
shitty example. Fighters have to make a weight. Like they do horrible things sometimes to make weight. Wrestlers do horrible things to make weight. Yeah, it's fucked up, but that's the gig that you're signing up for.
Well,
In
okay.
high school and all that
Yeah,
other
but a
shit,
fighter-
no, you shouldn't be doing that to
Fighters
kids.
making way more money than these girls
Oh,
are making.
facts. I
And
mean,
on
that's
top of that, fighters are making weight. If I'm not mistaken, that's for they have to have a certain weight for like health and safety, like safety issues. We have to be around the same weight or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, for
Yeah,
sure. But I'm
but
saying
this is
people do
just- this
fucked
is
up
just
things
for-
to make a weight or
Yeah.
an image for gigs. Like,
Yeah. And also, like, we have to stop with this like super soft shit. Granted, yes, restrictions are really hard on women. They call us all types of fat bitches and they're awful to us. That's the world, right? It's awful. It needs to change. But when it comes to something like that, you don't have to do it. No one is forcing you to not eat bagels for 4 days because you have to make weight. Like, that's a decision, like Rory said, that you're making as a grown woman. If you don't support that, then don't do it.
Now, maybe they could hire a nutritionist because they're making so much fucking money and paying nobody. At least give these girls like a doctor that could help instead of choosing bulimia. But, you know, it's not like they're working at an advertising agency and the boss is like, yeah, you need to lose weight. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But this is the gig. They flat out say you're supposed to look like America's sweetheart, which probably has a lot of racist undertones. I'm with you on that one, but losing weight, isn't it? That's just y'all brand. That's the Cowboys cheerleaders.
Yeah. And you know that when you go to sign up. So the girls aren't complaining. No one trying out for that team is complaining. It's other people complaining.
Yeah. That was a long rant about the Cowboys. Sorry.
It's
Fuck,
all right.
fuck the Cowboys.
Reese has a
Heavy on
soft
fuck
spot in your
Cowboys,
heart
though.
from now on.
Yeah, fuck
I
the
get it.
Cowboys. Should we
I
stay?
think it's the rejection from Reese. Like, once I found out she had a guy, I started to resent her.
You need help, man. You need serious help.
Did you guys watch the Olympic trials?
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for the Olympics this year. It's
in
fun. It's fun when
Paris,
track is trendy.
Mm-hmm.
Paris, yeah.
You're not gonna go out there?
Nah. I would love to, but no. I've never been to no Olympic games now that I think about it.
Neither have I.
Never.
Sha'Carri out there smoking shit. Like, oh, my heart. She makes my
I'm happy for her, man, because she had a rough moment a couple years ago. And it would have been easy for her to fold and kind of like just disappear, and we never know about what happened with her. But, you know, she rebranded herself and, you know, got back on the track, worked out, and now she's on her way to her first Olympics. It's her first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got
Dope.
banned from Tokyo. I'm excited. And she had, I mean, the race she just ran, an awful start. She took a side step to the right, which is, anyone knows out the blocks, that's significant time. And she still smoked. The last 60 meters of that race, she cooked. She ran a 10.88. I think she could crack 10.6 on her best day at 10.5 in the final.
Yeah, her
in the Olympics.
second 50 was always the
Yeah.
best. If she could fix her start,
Yeah.
she's going to be a problem.
There's two falls out the blocks. There's a forward fall and then a side fall. And the side fall is the worst fall. And she still won that heat. So she's looking really, really good.
Her final heat, she ran a 10.7, and she was celebrating before the line. Like, that girl is insane.
I mean, I think it's going to be, even though she didn't make it the last Olympics, but for the past 4 years, women's track has been more exciting than men's track for the first time. So I'm happy she's going.
I feel like women's sports is more exciting than men's sports at this time. Just being honest. Like, I was talking to somebody about the NBA finals, and, you know, this was the first year I was kind of like, you know, I had Dallas to win it. I thought Luka and Kyrie was going to win it. I'm glad Tatum and Brown got a ring. They've been knocking at the championship door for the last few years. But even in them winning, it didn't feel like a team had just won the finals.
That finals was trash. Let's
like,
just call it what it was. The playoffs this year were great. Finals were trash.
I was like, yo, this is it. Like, this is the championship. The season is over. Like, this is. It just didn't feel. It didn't have that. It didn't have that championship energy, that championship allure. Like, this is a trophy that most players will never win, and you watch the team win it. It didn't feel like, you know, they just didn't. I don't know. It's something. It just doesn't. The NBA doesn't have that energy. I don't know what it is, but for the last couple of years, it's been a very lackluster vibe with the NBA playoffs and the championship.
With women's sports on the rise, and me just watching this Dallas Cowboys cheerleader thing, like, I think I have a full grasp of what it takes. Could we start the first male cheerleader crew, like maybe for the Liberty or the Sparks? Me, you, G Herbo. Like, we could be the male if we make weight, we could be the male cheerleaders for women's sports.
Oh, you're out.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. I'm cool.
Y'all can't lift each other up. Y'all weak.
Who can't lift?
You couldn't lift Rory up.
Like, hold him above my head?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
No, exactly.
You want to try?
We could get Jadakiss. I just saw him on the rings.
You didn't see Jadakiss on rings.
You didn't see him do that crazy acrobatic shit?
Jadakiss was on, like, the rings?
Inverted.
No. Don't.
How did you not see this clip? This shit went viral.
Don't tell me Kiss was on no rings. I've seen.
Wait for it.
No way. That's
you better stop playing with Jada.
No, but he's doing like, okay.
No, wait for it.
Ooh, shit. If you're on audio, you got to go see the video on YouTube.
And then there's another version where he just holds himself upside down for like a minute. So Kiss could definitely join our cheerleading squad.
Kiss, what the fuck you got going on, man? What Kiss over there do? I know he
being
been working
healthy,
out.
man.
No, that's dope. But on the rings, like where did Kiss even find those? What gym is that?
He did it in a trench coat.
Yeah, I think this was the one.
That's
I can't believe you missed this. This was crazy.
in the trench.
Yeah, go Kiss.
Go ahead.
Look at that.
Ma,
That
you-
takes core strength.
Yeah, he worked. No, but he been on this workout shit for a few years though. The bow
after.
at the end is hilarious. Yo, this nigga got real songs with Biggie.
No made up shits.
No made up shits. That's crazy.
So you wouldn't want to look into that with me?
Nah, I'm cool.
What squad would you want to cheer on?
I'm not a cheerleader, bro.
Okay.
I mean, well, let the internet tell it I am.
Yeah, I guess that was set up for
Yeah.
for an easy joke
you
there.
let
I didn't
them
even
tell it.
I didn't even put those two and two
I
together.
like the record, and whatever.
Listen, we don't have to go down that path.
Yeah.
There was people in my DMs, multiple over the weekend, that said that they were going to murder me and my daughter based off my opinion of wanting to hear some B-sides at the Kendrick show.
What do you want? Welcome to the club.
Yeah,
That was a
yet-
bad
yet I-
take,
yet
but
I'm the
that's-
weirdo.
That's
a light. That's a
extreme.
light weekend. You want to kill you and your daughter? Oh, that's light. That's light.
Yes, that's fine. But for the reason
Yeah.
is the craziest part.
That's not glazing.
Wanting to murder me and my daughter, that's up to par. with
Wanting to
the
kill
internet.
a nigga because he don't like who you like. That's not glazing.
No, I actually liked the guy so much I wanted to hear his B-sides.
These
I
niggas
wanted to
are-
hear some Section 80 stuff.
You niggas, you internet niggas are so weird, man. Oh man, but I love having fun with them. So
No, it's great to have the conversations back and forth. I understand like a lot of the flack we've been getting just from that point of view. But the B-side one, I have just racking my mind all weekend
yeah.
of why that was so offensive to everyone that I personally just felt like I wanted that.
Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the fucking club.
But it's cool. Bobby was setting them straight
Mm.
over the weekend. They didn't need me.
So
They sent Big Bob over there.
Kendrick is
Billy Bob.
Kendrick shot a video for Not Like Us.
Mhm.
So not only do we have the Amazon show, now we have the video get ready to come out.
Oh, you
Um,
hating. You
how's
sound
that-
like me and Reese.
You said he outside too much.
That's hate. Like, I'm just saying, now we got the video because the video's on the way.
I thought it was cool, like BTS for videos being a thing again. Even Complex, who, we've been back and forth with. I thought it was cool. They were on set like old MTV News shit, covering music videos. I thought that was something I miss in the culture
mhm.
when music videos like mattered and all of media stopped what they were doing to go to the set and interview people. That was cool.
Listen, all of this shit aside, y'all don't think this is like it's a bit much with this record now? Like y'all don't think that it's like we've dragged it a little, like it's a diss record, #1 great, all of this, Amazon show great. Now
But if you have a
video.
#1 record, you're not going to shoot a video.
First of all, I don't believe that record went #1. That's just
It did.
but whatever.
It definitely.
#2, I get it, but like now we get the video, which means now we got to roll the video out into the album. Like
Sounds like a rollout.
Damn, sounds like a successful rollout.
Yeah, it sounds like a
no,
standard
I'm not.
rollout.
But I'm just saying, off of a diss record though,
Drake shot a video.
A 9-minute video.
he didn't roll out an
6-minute
album
video.
off a diss.
He rolled a whole van into the 6.
Did he roll out an album over a diss record?
No. But
All right, so back to what I was saying. Y'all don't think this is a bit like
didn't he not do that into views?
Yes, he
what
did.
song was Views?
Didn't he take the momentum from the Meek thing into the Future thing and then into views? I think the Meek
You
shit
gotta-
went right into the Future collab album. Like that was momentum.
That's different, bro. I'm talking
Is
about this is what Meek shit was on. Was that Meek shit on the Future album?
He did the 30 for 30 freestyle right after
Was the
Charged
Meek
Up back to
song-
back.
was
The
the
Meek
Meek
song
song
wasn't
on-
on the
Who-
album.
I don't,
but
I
you
don't think
also-
that.
So what are we talking about?
You don't know that Not Like Us is going to be on Kendrick's album.
Are you, Rory? Don't make me kick your chair.
Don't make me kick your chair.
Yeah, don't make me kick. You put out
Show me.
music.
So the
You put
cheerleading
out
shit.
music. You think that song is not going to be on the album?
I don't know.
I don't think it will.
Why are y'all sitting here? What's
I'm
up
kind
with
of-
y'all, man? What?
I'm kind of on the side that Kendrick won't do that.
I don't.
I could be very wrong.
I don't
there.
think it will because
It would be the
Kendrick-
smart thing to do it.
Oh yeah, y'all all been on the crazy side.
because Kendrick's albums are so.
You think that this song is not going to be a Kendrick's album?
No, because
might be last,
his albums
like
are
as a
so
bonus.
conceptually
Conceptual,
concise that thematically, I don't think this would fall in line with whatever message he's putting out. If anything, bonus. It would be like, here's the album, 12 songs, whatever. Track 13, bonus, Not Like Us. But it wouldn't. It
You
wouldn't
think
fall
that
in
this song
sequence
is
of the
not going to
album.
be on Kendrick's album?
I don't think it would fall in sequence of the message of the album itself. but I can see a world where it would be added as a bonus record to the album.
I mean,
Okay, you think this is going to be a bonus record on Kendrick's
sure,
album?
maybe.
Hotline Bling obviously wasn't a diss to Meek, but it was in the 3-pack that had a diss to Meek as a throwaway, and then it ended up being his biggest song. He shot a video and put it on his album.
Yeah, but when that came out, I was one of the ones that was like, yo, y'all listening to these diss records. This
Hotline
fucking
Bling shit's
Hotline
crazy.
Bling record is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But
Burns
like,
some-
we
some
talking
SoundCloud,
about
but-
Not Like Us. Y'all think that this is not going to be on his album? Well, Julian said he think it's going to be a
I
bonus.
think if any artist wouldn't do it, it would be Kendrick.
I agree.
I think any other artist would, and it's a smart thing to do. I just don't know if he's going to do that. I think this is all more rolling into the TDE 20-year anniversary momentum than it is whatever solo shit Kendrick is.
This is Kendrick's first album on PG Lane,
Yes.
Yes.
and y'all don't think that this record is going to be on the album?
I feel like if he was still on TDE and Interscope, they would force him to. But I think he can make his own decisions now. And Kendrick would be one of the artists that I think wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't listen. I'm not saying it won't be. I don't think it will, but I'm not saying it won't be. It's a possibility. Business wise, it would be smart to put it on there. But
And this is a what? Business, right?
Yeah.
It's music business. Okay.
yeah,
I
I'm
just
not
don't know if,
saying that
like-
it wouldn't, that he shouldn't do it, or that it's not smart for him to do it.
No,
It would
I
be super
you,
smart.
I'm asking you if you think it will be. You said no. You
I
don't
said
think
I
it will
don't. I don't think that it will be.
be. Okay.
But as far as the video and stuff, more like, usually when people be saying you be hating, I be like sticking up for you. But nah, like it's when a song has this momentum, like you just said, it's a business. When a song has this momentum and this much talk, yeah, you shoot a video for it. Yeah, that's what you do. You would be a dumbass businessman to not do so. Like,
But you
just
don't.
said, it's a
But you don't
business.
think he's gonna put it on the album?
No, I don't. But that's
Okay.
not
Because I don't think it's that important to
to
how
make
big of an
money off
artist
it.
that
Yeah,
Kendrick is that he would need to put that on there to make sure it sells.
it's gonna sell. All his
Kendrick
albums
Lamar
have
sells
always
every
sold.
time he puts music out.
Hmm.
If this was reversed too, and let's say there was a Not Like Us on the Drake side, and he was about to put an album out, I would say Drake wouldn't need to put that on there either. They're both A-list artists that can make their own
They're
decisions
both two very different artists.
for sure, but they're both A-listers. And
Hence the line, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go give him a Grammy right now. Like, there's a reason why he said that.
Of course, there's a reason
Kendrick
why he said
don't need help selling. He don't need to.
that. That's not why he said that. So I think you took that ball wrong. That's not why he said that.
What do you mean?
He said that because he's basically saying that no matter what he says, people are gonna act like it's the greatest shit in the world and hand him a Grammy.
Yeah,
for
I know.
it was a good bar.
Okay.
But also, he's never had struggles selling.
No, I'm. This is not about that. I'm saying that
I don't think they need
This-
Bobby at the park.
you think that this song that got him a bag from Amazon to do a show,
Mhm.
and now he's shooting a video for it. You think all of that, but he's not gonna put it on his first album on his own label.
You know, think that Drake Kendrick thing, he's closing that
Okay.
chapter. It's done, and then he's gonna move on to his
And
album.
I also think that even if Not Like Us hadn't come out, I still think that Kendrick would get that Amazon.
Now, do I think there's going to be another diss on the album that's new? Yes, I do. I don't think it's going to be Not Like Us. I think it'll be a brand new verse or song in itself. And I think Drake's going to do the same thing. I think they're going to go back and forth the way Jay and Nas continued on when it was done.
Mm.
Blueprint 2 versus God's Plan. Like, God's Son, I'm sorry.
Well, back to the Amazon show. One person that we talked about that wasn't there the game. He finally addressed, I guess, all of the talking and the rumblings of why he wasn't there, and he basically set the record straight on why he wasn't there. He said, "Motherfuckers in my DMs and all these blog sites and whatnot talking about the West Coast ain't fucking with you, and you ain't this and you ain't that, and you siding with this nigga and that nigga." When the fuck y'all heard me say a motherfucking thing about who I'm siding with and this and that? I be in my own lane chilling, nigga, taking care of my kids out the fucking way.
I mean,
I get what he was saying.
and I understand why he addressed it. I don't know if he needed to, per se,
He needed
but
to. He definitely needed to.
yeah, I take that back. He kind of did need to say something.
I love what he said about his relationship with Drake. My relationship with Drake is my brother. I fuck with Drake. If I call Drake and tell him I need this, I need that, he gonna do it. If I tell him my kids want concert tickets, nigga, they in that bitch. I'm a father first, and my loyalty is with motherfuckers that's loyal to me. So my loyalty is with motherfuckers that's loyal to me. That stood out.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically what you're saying is, okay, I'm only loyal to the niggas that's loyal to me. So who's not loyal to Game? I said it over the past couple weeks, it's been a thing that I, talking to people in LA, and a lot of people really feel like LA don't embrace game the way they should. I know a lot of people saying it's because of his management with Wack.
Okay.
People don't really fuck with Wack like that.
I think Game's done a good job of publicly having a stance on, even though Wack is his manager, he does not agree. Like, remember when that whole Nipsey versus Wack thing was happening?
Yeah.
Drink champs and all that?
Mhm.
Game was extremely vocal on saying, I don't agree with not one fucking word he just said.
Mhm.
He's my manager, I fuck with him, but that's bullshit. I
Yeah.
don't agree. Everything Wack says doesn't mean Game agrees with it. So he's made that separation, but I could see how it could rub people the wrong way. Because Wack is a very powerful voice and has a lot of opinions that rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
But so who do you think is not loyal to Game? What are you alluding to?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying there's been talks about, LA kind of turning their back on him, Compton kind of turning their back on him. Again, I don't know. I'm not from the city, so I don't know. But just speaking from people from LA, there's some things that people were saying, and I was surprised by it because I didn't know that that's where it stood with Game. But I like that he did address it and he made the record clear. He fucked with Drake, so of course he wouldn't be a part of a show that's seemingly painting Drake in a certain type of light, because that's his brother, as he said. And I respect that. It's tough when you're from a city and an artist from the same city you're from is beefing or got a situation with somebody you cool with. It takes a lot for you to stand there and be like, yo, I get it. This is Compton. I support Kendrick. But that's my man. That's my brother. Drake is my brother. So I'm siding. I stand with Drake in this situation.
Okay, but if you're top dog, wouldn't you feel some type of way?
No, you can't. I don't think you
Well,
can.
not feel a way, but like if he's standing with Drake, that is standing with the opposite. You're not being neutral. You're just saying I stand with Drake.
Yeah, but that's why I respect that.
Okay.
That's why I respect it, because it's like, yo, nah, this is my brother. He obviously has a different type of relationship with Drake than he does with Kendrick, and that's okay.
I meant more so with Top and their history, and
I mean, again, he
but I don't
feels
know
like
these
his
guys.
relationship with Drake is a lot. They have a stronger bond. They have a stronger connection, a strong relationship than.
Where him and Top may have just more time together rather than closeness.
So I
don't
respect
know
that, man.
these guys, and obviously I was talking like I knew Game last episode
Oh yeah, you diagnosed him
but-
with 4 different mental illnesses. It's okay.
because I'm a doctor.
Yeah, I get it.
listen.
Dr. Farrell.
I watched the Cowboys cheerleaders.
And once you watch that, you become PhD.
Those ladies get injured a lot.
Yeah, I get it.
I could definitely diagnose a twisted ankle
Yeah.
immediately just off how swollen it was. But either way, I'm glad this shit is starting to die down. But with this video, I'm sure it'll reignite everything. I actually really have no opinion on the Bobbi Altoff thing. I don't know. I've said my piece about Bobbi. Her being there with YG. Are they doing an interview? Was that just part of the interview that's going to come out with YG?
It's like mascot shit at this point. Bring Bobbi to the hood, parade her around.
I've
Let people
said my
record videos
piece
of
since
her.
the second Bobbi episode, so it's not hating if I thought it was weird she was there.
It was weird.
I was reading some stuff about Kendrick that I thought was interesting. Most of the stuff I just kind of comb through and ignore because it's all like fan fodder. But there was this whole thing about Kendrick's been the most we've seen Kendrick in the spotlight really seemingly ever is like since this beef with the show, the music video, just like him being outside. And people were speculating, is Kendrick ready to assume the role of being someone that's more of a public figure? Like being, seen outside, consistently making music? Or do you think he'll assume that role and stay in this position? Or do you think he'll kind of slowly, once this whole rollout and the album comes out, kind of go back into his ways?
When PG Lang was first being announced, however many years ago that was, before Mr. Morale, my prediction was that out of whatever this is, because we didn't know much about it at all at that point, I predicted that Kendrick was going to be outside a lot more. We'd be seeing a lot more of him. He'd be doing more features, be more visuals. Like, I just don't think it's going to be the quiet Kendrick anymore now that he's free with his own company. I think we're going to see a lot more of Kendrick. But I thought that before the whole Drake thing. So, yeah, I think this is going to be part of Kendrick's career where we see him way more than we did before.
I don't know. I haven't thought that much about it. I think that Kendrick is still going to be who he is. He's not a guy that's that you just see all the time. So I don't know. I mean, it's album time. You got to be outside. You got to be more visible, accessible. So we'll have to see once this album rolls out and it's that period is over with, we would have to see what type of role Kendrick is willing to step, because now they crowning him the king of the West.
But that was like before this. People were saying that.
I was gonna say who even before then would have been if it not him.
There's been amazing West Coast artists, but it felt like it went from Game to Kendrick pretty seamlessly. And that's not discrediting.
Well, Snoop at the House of Blues
YG
did
or
that, right? Wasn't it Snoop?
Mhm.
And even the Game might have said it, that Kendrick was the king of the West at one point. I don't know, but I just think that when you are in that role now, and with all of this that's going on with this new album and the record now, I think that Kendrick has to be a little more visible. He has to be a little more accessible. I don't know if he will be though. I think Kendrick is at that point in his life where he can do what the fuck he want to do. So if he want to disappear after this is over with and not be seen for a couple years, I think he'll very much do that too.
Well, I mean, out of the big three, Kendrick was the only one that hadn't like owned his own label.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just by proxy now that he has PG Lang with Dave Free as a business owner, and they talked about signing acts, doing multimedia experiences and all this shit, he's gonna have to be visible just for his company.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cole, who's private, is still seen a lot, especially when it's time to do the Dreamville compilations or shit. He'll pop up at Ari shows. Like he is very visible when his crew needs it, because he's the leader, and that's Dreamville's him and Eve. Drake the same way.
Mm-hmm.
He'll hop on OVO albums. He'll show up for them. Kendrick now needs to do that more than ever now that he has his own company. So he'll be around, which is great.
We'll see. Definitely want to see what they did with the video.
Yeah, I hope they use some footage from the live stream.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
For the video?
I mean, of course they perform not like us 10 times because of the moment, but I think they also did that to get as much footage as they could for the video.
Mm.
The same way Kanye and Jay for Paris, when they did it 7 times. It's because they were shooting the video.
Oh, I thought they did it so that Westbrook could keep getting his shit off on stage.
Westbrook gonna pop on your ass.
He was in the groove and Kendrick was just like, keep going.
Because you said he was shaking his ass.
He was shaking his ass. What you want me to do? I mean, I ain't say he was twerking. He was dancing. He was shaking his ass.
You can shake your ass and average a triple-double.
Yeah, it's possible. It's a quadruple-double now.
Maul, you finally got your moment. You've been talking about it for months.
Oh, yes.
Chief Keef performed in Chicago for the first time.
It fucking happened. It happened. We didn't hear about nothing happening after the show and at the show, so that means it was a success. Chief Keef performed for the first time in Chicago in
10 years.
A little over 10 years. And this was dope, man. This was a fucking moment. I've seen the clips, the videos from it. This was huge, man. We didn't talk about this happened last week, but Rory sent me the clip the night it happened, and I was happy for Chief Keef to be back in Chicago. I'm gonna be honest, I did not think this was gonna happen. I thought they were gonna cancel last minute, and the city was gonna step in like, yo, it's too much of a risk, too much of a, it's a problem for the public. But it happened, and just looking at this clip, everyone's recording. Everybody has their phones out. This was a huge, huge moment, man.
Yeah.
This is.
You know how like at venues you can feel the entire place start to shake at certain points? I think he probably made that park shake when that.
This almost rivals when. Where was DMX at when he performed?
Woodstock 98, I think, 99, whatever that was.
Obviously it's not as many people at this festival that Chief Keef was at, but this is right up there with that moment for me. Like, this is, to me, actually the Chief Keef moment might be bigger than this. It was more people. It was more people at this because it's Woodstock, but Chief Keef performing Finito in Chicago after not being in the city for a little over 10 years.
After being banned from a major city in the United States that he was a resident of.
Yeah, that's a fucking moment, man.
Can y'all imagine Jay-Z not being able to perform in New York for 10 years and then comes back and performs Niggas in Paris for the first time in New York? I
feel like this would even be a bigger moment than that.
Yeah, what Chief Keef has done just culturally in Chicago and what he's,
Not just for
In
Chicago,
music,
from music,
period.
period.
well, music, but more importantly,
Yeah.
in the city of Chicago. We all know, obviously, there's a lot of negative energy that kind of seeped into that whole movement, unfortunately. But just that is still a part of it as well. That's part of the entire thing. That moment right there, though, Chief Keef, back in Chicago, is definitely one of the biggest moments in hip hop history, without a doubt. That's something that will be talked about. If you were there, you're never gonna forget that moment. And it means a lot. It means a lot to the city. A lot of those people in the crowd never seen Chief Keef perform. They've never seen him in Chicago. So to have that moment and Chief Keef, just bringing the energy that he brought to the city of Chicago. Again, there's a lot of negative things that happen as a result of that, but we also got to look at the fact that what he did for music in his city and the opportunities that he's given the cats that came behind him.
There can be some redemption in
Yeah,
all the negative that did come out
absolutely.
of this entire thing. But I mean, listen, when he performed in Philly, I was losing my mind. So I
Yeah.
could only imagine in Chicago.
Shout out to Chief Keef, man. That was a big moment. I'm glad that the city of Chicago was able to make that happen.
Shout out Cole Bennett, Lyrical Lemonade, just delivering that moment to that city is
Yeah.
incredible, man.
Shout out to them. That was a big moment for the city, a big moment for Chief Keef, a big moment for hip hop. And hopefully they're able to create other opportunities for things like that to happen in the city of Chicago as well. And I would like to see Chief Keef do some things in Chicago as far as like, trying to clean up some of the mess. And talking to some of the people that are there and some of the guys, man. Hopefully this is a step in the direction of, like Rory said, redemption, changing things, creating more opportunities for the next generation, the generation now. Don't let it just be one moment on stage that night. Like, let it parlay into other avenues as well in the city of Chicago.
We almost showed up late to our Roots picnic set because we were watching Chief Keef.
Oh yeah, I had to. That was my first time seeing Chief Keef perform live, so we had to do that.
I didn't embarrass you at all, did I? Because I was like really into the set.
No, not at all. It was dope to see.
I almost took my shirt off.
Yeah, and I'm glad you didn't do that.
Roy was doing like the finger guns too.
He's doing finger guns?
I
Yeah.
was definitely not doing the finger.
Yeah, he did like 10 push-ups too.
Why I did push-ups?
While he was performing? While Chief Keef was on stage?
He was I remember that year, he was in the pavilion, right? He had that place jumping because that's the best spot for sound at that festival.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was that, even that in Philly, that moment, seeing him on stage, I was like, yeah, he still has the following that I thought he did, without a doubt.
Speaking of not like us, XXL freshman class 2024. Not quite sure why it says not like us on the cover, but
It's kind of whack that they did that. I'm not gonna lie.
and that's not a Kendrick thing. It's very unoriginal of XXL to do that, in my opinion. Like what does that have to do?
What does that have to do with any of these people?
Well, do they name the XXL cover every year? Do they do like a little cute little catchphrase or anything?
No.
Like maybe next up.
Yeah. We got next, or like
Yeah, not just what the hottest song is at the moment to just put right there.
Y'all not like them?
Like
and it's interesting they didn't do their
like when
signature
Young and
rap.
May in 2014, they didn't just put like, ooh, the class of 2014.
Yeah, no.
It's a little corny to me. But I'm not really mad at the choices this year. Usually I have no idea who the fuck is on this cover, but the pictures here were cool.
Listen, the Bronx legend is on the cover. Cash Cobain.
Anyone from the Bronx is a legend, right?
Cash Cobain's a legend for sure. Shout out to Skilla Baby, Boss Man Dilo. Boss Man Dilo had a show here in the city, I think last week.
Really?
Somebody had told me about it. I didn't know until like the late that night it was over. I probably would have went to that just to see what that was like. See what a Boss Man Dilo show was like.
Yeah,
Drugs,
four bats on there. Scarlet, that Mexican OT, who's great. Huncho. A lot of people on here.
Maya
that
the
are cool.
Don.
Shout out Lay
Scarlet.
Banks.
Shout out to Scarlet.
Shout out Lay Banks. That's my girl.
Oh, and they did a producer. Have they done a producer in the past?
Well, it's the person that mixes the freestyle.
I was about to say, because Southside is definitely not a freshman.
Yeah, it's usually a legacy person
Yeah.
for the
Okay,
beat.
got you. Will they do the freestyles this year?
I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
If they saying Beats by Southside.
I think what was the what year was it when it was Uzi, Denzel Curry, Yachty?
2016.
To me, that was like, we talk about extremely pivotal moments in hip hop. Like, we've talked a million times about the Kanye beating 50 thing for the first time to show like nerds were beating the street shit.
Mhm.
That 2016 XXL
It's one of the
freestyle
best
is one of
freestyles ever.
the most pivotal moments, whether you like it or not, in hip hop and how it changed.
Mhm.
Like the sound completely changed. And look at everyone was on that cover and where they are now.
Right. Kodak Black, 21 Savage, Uzi, Yachty.
Denzel Curry.
Like this really epitomized what the future was looking like. And again, whether you like that or not is your own opinion. And I remember the day when this dropped. I'm not saying I was sitting there going like, the future is here. I'm happy.
Mhm.
Old head Twitter was really pissed during this day. And I see why if you grew up on a different type of hip hop. But I think we all, as like the older haters, need to look back at this and see where all these gentlemen are now.
Oh yeah,
And the
drama
good that they
DJ
have
does.
done.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
This was a wild moment in hip hop.
I mean, because it's, at that time, when was this? 2016?
Yeah.
This was just the look, the aesthetic was just so much different.
Mhm.
So I think, the prototypical hip hop heads was like, yo, what is this shit? But this was just the next generation expressing themselves. They sound different, they look different.
All to this day are covering different bases of hip hop.
Yeah.
'Cause even, Denzel Curry still fucks with the underground Griselda guys and everything too. Like they covered their bases on this one. There's been a lot of shitty years with XXL, but this one they got right. They knocked this one out the park as far as freshmen and who was up next.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's y'all favorite class?
Oh man.
I love 09.
Who was that?
Big Sean.
Wale, Asher Roth, Corey Guns,
B.O.B.
B.O.B. Charles Hamilton,
Blue,
Mickey Fax, Ace Hood, Currency, Kid Cudi. 09. Like 2007 had some great people on it, but it didn't make a lot of noise. 09, I feel like, is when the freshman allure started.
Hmm.
Because they like really did a full rollout for that entire thing.
2011's tough.
2010 is crazy. Cole,
Yeah.
Pill, Nipsey, Freddie, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man, J Rock, Vashawn, Donis. Yeah, it's nuts.
2011, I mean, Meek, Big Crit, Sci-Hi, and then for me, I mean, Mack, YG, Lil B, Kendrick.
When do y'all feel like this stopped mattering?
Shit, after 2016.
After 2015?
I feel like it stopped mattering to us because we got older. I feel like it still matters to the younger generation.
I feel like the younger generation, no offense to Double XL, doesn't give a fuck about Double XL. We revere Double XL because we grew up on it. But when they went full digital, these kids were on other blogs and other sites.
Yeah.
Like Double XL didn't really capitalize digitally. But I also can't hate here. 2017, you have A Boogie there, PNB Rock, Playboy Cardi, and Tentacion. Like, those guys are legends in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt in 2017 it didn't matter that much, but clearly they got it right. Yeah, I give them a lot of shit, but they do get it right.
Yeah, 2018, they got it right too.
19's a tough lineup. Tierra Whack, DaBaby, Roddy Ricch, Cordae, Rico Nasty, Gunna, Blueface, Megan Thee Stallion.
They got it. They get it right every year. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But it's also like they're not taking risks. There's no one new
Oh, for sure.
on these lists.
They are established people for the most part.
I mean, Saucy
within up and
Santana,
coming.
2022. That's a
I think it's like what
Home
Rory
run.
said though. Once it went digital, once Double XL went digital, and like because we used to find out who the freshman cover was, like when we saw that speaking for myself, when I was actually in the store and saw the magazine.
Yeah.
It wasn't about seeing it on Instagram and things like that. Like you would actually see it at the newsstand. So I think once that kind of phased out and it went straight digital, it kind of lost the allure that it had at one point. But just as far as the list, they do a pretty good job at putting the people in the class that turn out to do some really, really dope things in the culture. So for that, I salute Double XL. But I just don't think that it means as much as it did at one point because the transition from just print to digital, digital was taking over everything. I think they were one of the brands that kind of lost some of the allure because of the transition.
And what year did Hov tell Benny not to do it?
Well, Benny was on it. What was that?
Or advised against it? Hov was saying it just doesn't have the same allure. It doesn't have the same validation. Like,
Yeah. And
Benny, you're above a lot of these artists already, and now they're just catching up. So
Yeah.
like
2019.
2019.
That was right before the pandemic.
Listen, man, they missed Drake in 09. So
Yeah.
I still have that cover and that whole magazine. Drake is in the show and prove section or whatever
Yeah.
of that freshman cover of like, yo, this guy
Mm-hmm.
is a Canadian actor, which is crazy
Yeah.
that he is in that article,
Mm-hmm.
but is not one of the
On the
freshmen
cover,
at that
yeah.
time. But I don't know. I mean,
Uh,
still a pastime that I love. It's nostalgic. I'm curious what these freestyles would look like, even if they do them. I think Mexican OT might clean up everybody.
Yeah, he's nice. He really is.
I think people underestimate how good he can rap.
Sidestep, because I'm just looking at the rest of this cover here. There's a question here in this box. Are streamers and podcasters running hip hop? Is this like a newer conversation? I feel like this has been had, or am I just because I'm living it? I may be talking
feel
about
like
it more.
That might be the interview that I did. I think I did an interview for I think it was XXL for this. That might be it.
Oh, so Maul is in the class of
Damn.
2024.
You one of the freshmen?
No,
Damn,
definitely not a
you
freshman.
being in the
Year.
cover that says "not like us"
No,
is
but
very
I think
ironic.
I think I did an
That is
interview.
hilarious.
I think I did the interview.
Look how
and
God
I think
works.
that's what it was. It was the topic was that our streamers and podcasters.
Oh, so
I mean,
then-
as far as media goes, yeah, I don't even think you need to pose that question. But that's also why a lot of print that went digital is just so late to the party. Like, the answer is yes, and it's not even close.
Hmm.
If they're talking about media,
Yeah.
I was going to say it's a rather redundant question.
It depends on how they're asking it. Are they running the coverage or are they running the actual hip hop, not just the coverage of hip hop, if that makes sense?
I think the real question to pose if they're trying to get ahead of the curve to have a conversation is: will streamers permanently replace podcasters in hip hop media?
Yeah.
That would be the combo to have for the next 5 years if it's going to shift like that. But yeah, I mean, the answer is yes. Who else would?
Would
Radio?
Would you guys become streamers if that's where it moves to?
You got to, of course, you have to adapt.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I would want to kind of change the way you stream.
As far as what? Give me an example.
I'm not having a sleepover.
I mean, you won't even have us over for dinner.
Well,
so-
no, I think what Demaris is saying, it's less like this studio like this. It's more just about the medium being streaming rather than like us cutting this, editing, putting this on YouTube, Patreon, whatever.
Streaming has a lower overhead.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I think we do stream in our own right with the audience we have when it comes to like Discord Live and the private YouTube links that we put out to Patreon
Mm-hmm.
and even like Twitter Spaces. I know that's not traditional streaming per se, but it is in the moment media.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, if the adjustment had to come where all the audiences no longer want podcasts in this form where they can listen to it whenever they want,
Mm-hmm.
they may want it 8 p.m. every Wednesday night and then we throw it out the next day.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to adapt, you have to adapt.
You definitely have to adapt. But yeah, I'm not against streaming.
Would you
Not
guys start, like, let's say I brought that up next production meeting. We're producing right now. If I brought that up next production meeting, hey, we're going to pick a day of the week. We're going to stream every
If
single
that
day.
Kendrick show wasn't so late, we would have streamed that in these seats
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, and we've done that. I'm always with that shit.
Looking
It
back, I'm
fits with
glad
our
we
schedule.
didn't though.
Why?
Come on, man.
You don't want to hate in real time.
No, I
Okay.
can't. I wouldn't want to sit here and stream, and it just wasn't. The show wasn't worth that to me. It was okay. It was cool, but
But I mean, streaming isn't really based on doing it for what is the quality. It's watching it in real time. If it ends up sucking, that you're just streaming some shit that
yeah, but
sucks.
that's
you
what
don't know.
I'm
If
saying. So
it's
we
gonna be
sitting here watching it because we have to watch the show.
Well, that's why a lot of people do like streaming because it is in real time, and especially if it's something we're all watching together, they feel even more a part of it.
This
The way we used to talk about how
Twitter.
podcasting feels like fans think that this is like their group chat. That's why they like it.
Mhm.
Streaming is that on steroids. They feel like they're in the group chat at the real moment of what we're watching. So I get the value of it. It's definitely the next platform, if not already the dominant force of everything.
For sure.
I just think there's still value in traditional podcasting right now.
Absolutely.
So you just have to find a balance of both. That's all.
No worry and mouth.
Rory, the summer is here.
It is.
So what are we doing this summer? I know we're going to a few cities, a couple live shows.
I'm trying to get back in my creative bag, man. And the gelato vape from Mood really gets me in that mode.
Yeah?
That's my thing now.
I'm more of a Mood morning gummy type of guy. I need the morning gummies.
Get you started.
Yeah, start the day off smooth.
And for a limited time, Mood is giving our listeners a free THCA pre-roll and 20% off your first order. Just visit HelloMood.com and use our code RoryMall.
And the thing I love about Mood, Rory, is their packaging. They label everything. You know which product is for what purpose it serves. You got your morning, your sleepy time, perfect packaging.
It's delivered right on time, too.
Mood puts an end to guessing games with federally legal forms of THC extracted from hemp plants. All of their products are regularly tested in third-party labs. Add more relaxation to your summer plans with Mood. For a limited time only, get 20% off your first order and a free THCA pre-roll. Just go to HelloMood.com and use promo code RoryMall.
That's HelloMood.com, code RoryMall for 20% off your order and a free THCA pre-roll.
Rory, you know what I wish?
What's that?
I wish we could eat carbs without gaining a single pound.
I agree.
I also wish we could travel and still look stylish but comfortable. Like the silver tee, silver crew neck tee, good collar, good lay, anti-odor, perfect for traveling.
I hear you. Especially because Mack Weldon makes timeless apparel with modern performance fabrics for guys who want to look and feel sharp without sacrificing comfort. And more, sometimes when I put on some carbs, that Mack Weldon, it hides it.
Guys like ourselves, Rory, we like to look good without being too flashy. Don't like too much attention on ourselves.
For sure. And Mack Weldon is not flashy, just classic in all styles. They even have breathable underwear, Maul, which I pod in all the time.
I can tell.
Get timeless looks with modern comfort from Mack Weldon. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code RoryMall. That's MackWeldon.com, promo code RoryMall. Voicemails?
You've got mail.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I think since we're kind of having these more professional conversations, let's just continue on this voicemail.
Professional voicemail?
Yeah, it's like more of a work career conversation.
Cool.
What's going on, guys? Really fuck with the pod. I'm gonna keep this short. So basically, and this might be for Rory and Julian, since y'all have like worked in entertainment, I guess in the corporate world, but I also do that. I work in A&R at a label. I'm in a senior position, but I also kind of have my own company on the side. I play bass. I produce. Been playing bass like 14 years, producing for a long minute too. And I kind of have a side company where we work on a bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying, entertainment wise, and just wanted y'all's thoughts on like how to best pursue both. Because I feel like I'm in a place of best of both worlds where I am employed as an employee, you know, like in the industry, but I'm also working towards my own thing. Obviously, there is some conflict between the two, again, trying to be anonymous. I don't know. What would y'all's general game plan be as far as not muddying the waters too much, or is that not possible? Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, so what I gathered with him being super vague, because obviously there's a conflict of interest of saying what label he works at. It sounds like he's doing the right things, though. Like, keep your day job as an A&R until you feel like you've made your side gig your full-time gig. Keep working on that on the side. I guess, I don't know, would the conflict of interest be if he's also doing A&R shit with his own company and
Probably
choosing that over his day job? But I mean, I feel like usually A&Rs that do that type of stuff don't work with artists that the label wouldn't have signed to begin with.
Right.
Like, they'll bring some bullshit to the major as an A&R because they know that's what they want, and then they'll work with the shit they're passionate about over here.
Right.
So I would just keep doing what you're doing until the side gig becomes the full-time gig. Don't just quit your job if you're not in a financial space that you need to be.
Well, let me ask you this then, because, and I'll get into like my personal experience with this kind of situation in a bit, but if for him, if say he's A&Ring, is this a matter of him bringing in artists to the label and then also asking them to do work for him? Because I'm thinking, okay, if there's an artist, two artists, one you have for your main gig, your 9 to 5, the other artist you're working on that's for the side stuff. But what if like artist A is on the label and also doing side stuff? That's when I think people can like start feeling away. If you have two artists, one's here, one's there, I can see why he can be like, yes, that's fine. Like these are two separate worlds.
Mhm.
But when one of these guys starts doing both things, then I think that's when people feel away.
Yeah, he was so vague, so it's tough to really answer.
I would imagine he's doing that though. You have
Another angle, when I was at Def Jam, I won't say the gentleman's name, obviously. He still works in the major label system. He was high up in marketing at one point, and he had a photography company and a media company where he was signing checks to himself.
I know mad people that
He was
do
hiring his side company for Def Jam artists to work with.
Mhm.
And it's not like he was doing bullshit work. It's not like
Right.
anyone was suffering.
Right.
I thought he was smart. I mean, I guess that's insider trading. But he was
Definitely
legitimately
insider trading.
signing out checks to his own LLC, and then he would go be the photographer for the artist or anything else. Like, I thought it was smart.
But I
If
think-
you can still get away with that, this was
Yeah,
more of
that's
some
a-
Wild Wild
yeah,
West
yeah,
shit at
yeah,
that
yeah.
time. I don't know the way they count pennies now.
I don't
Like
know,
budgets aren't
man.
the same as they were when I was at.
I
Def Jam.
think A&Rs more than anyone in the hierarchy of major label positions get this off more than anyone, because I know so many A&Rs that also manage producers and artists that they literally just turn to the label and be like, hey, we need $5 million. Oh, bet. So not only are you the A&Ring the project, but you're also getting your management fee on top of that. And then you're obviously, when it comes time to talk budgets, you're going to be going hard for the budget for the guy that you sign, because you know the back end money that you'll get from that.
I know this guy who has a brother that worked at Rockefeller as an A&R that used to manage producers, Just Blaze, Kanye West. Like, I know that guy. I know his brother too. That used to do similar things.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that's a class. Yeah, that's a literally. It's a great, one of the greatest moves you can make.
It happens.
Yeah, Hop was doing what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
If I'm an A&R putting all these albums together and I find 3 in-house producers,
Yeah.
I'm not also going to manage them.
It makes sense. I mean, I think sometimes you fall into that because you look at it like, yo,
Yeah.
I might as well just.
Word.
I talk to them more than anyone. Like,
Exactly.
There are
we
in-house
might-
producers.
yeah.
I'm the A&R.
Yeah.
I should just be your manager at this
Exactly.
point.
Yeah. It happens. Sometimes it happens like that.
So again, he was vague, so we can't like really answer this specifically, but I would either find a way to merge those in a safe way
Yeah.
where you're not going to get fired or
Mhm.
do some shady shit with, again, because budgets, they're checking every penny. Don't get yourself fired.
Mhm.
But there could be ways to merge. And if there isn't, keep your 9 to 5 until it's time to quit when you feel like your side gig is the main.
And if it feels wrong, it might be wrong. Just check yourself throughout this process to make sure that if anyone catches wind of something, that you could at least justify why it makes sense what you're doing. But when I was at Atlantic, I started to feel as if, and it was weird because I would get cool with my artists that were signed to our label. There were a few in particular, and I thought people looked at me weird because I was getting too close or had developing a relationship with someone that they would have rather kept between, say, the project manager.
Yeah.
It was always like that. I always thought it was like petty and like I always thought these were like benign arguments we would get over. I'm like, why does this matter? We're both working with the same person. We're not boxing you out. I'm just becoming better at my job.
That's corporate in general, not even just the music business. People harbor relationships and get weird about that entire thing.
But then at the end of my tenure at Atlantic, when I was getting closer with Dreamville, that's when shit started to get even weirder. And then at that same time, I was doing the pod, like just a social at the time.
No, I can understand the pod being a conflict of interest.
I don't
if you are
get
waiting
how,
for
though.
working for a label. I get that.
Because I told our marketing, I was like, hey, like
It could be a conflict.
Yeah,
of interest
I could see
depending
that.
on
how
you
though?
fucking with Dreamville, I don't think there's a conflict of interest at all.
You
there.
run your mouth for a living. No, I don't
No,
want
but
you
even when he
working
was
at
doing
my label.
socials before he was on
I wasn't
microphone,
talking at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
there could be a conflict of interest if Maul and I say something negative about
Yes.
somebody from Atlantic and Julian is forced to post
Yeah.
us saying something negative about their artist.
And you have, and also you working for, this is a media company. Literally, it's in the name. So this is a media company and you have access to secrets because you work at a label. There's some shit that they don't want the talking heads knowing.
They know
And even-
everything.
And even though we're not those guys, like I could see someone at a label going, no. Like
No.
you working with anybody. in
no, but
media,
this is
fuck
what made
that.
shit. This is
Even
what made,
though Breakfast Club was on retainer with Atlantic, but it's cool.
this is what, yeah, like come on, that's what I'm talking. And not only that, but this is what made shit funny to me.
Even though Leor Cohen went to Star and said, yo, I want to do an album. Here's an advance for $1.5 million. Star came back and said, I have some songs. And Leor said, I didn't ask you to do an album. Take the money and don't ever speak to me again. You know what that was for.
we would have artists or whomever come in. They would, they're looking for PR opportunities, album rollouts, all that shit. And people, it was known in the building. I wasn't hiding it that I was doing this stuff because it was like, whatever, who gives a shit? I'm just posting on socials. And everyone would ignore it in the room. And then I would go back to my office and like a project manager, or like someone else would knock on the door and be like, hey, so-and-so is coming into town for like, we're going to do like, you know, complex this. Do you think you can like ask Rory and Mom? Like, why does this shit need to be like so secretive? And at the time I was texting you guys like, hey, are you guys interested in working with and you guys would just give me a straight yes or no. But I didn't feel the way. I was like, this is great. Like, I'm helping the artists in the building. And not only that, I run the socials. I can help you pick the clip that you want, like, to go out. I was never, like, trying to out or do someone dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I just never understood why it was always, like, this weird, you double dip. No, that's better for the building. Like, I'm doing this for us.
But
Kinda back-
eventually a conflict of interest would have come up. Eventually.
Kind of
Oh,
back
no.
to Double XL's question of our streamers and podcasters running hip hop. These are the first media platforms that of course, some are being bought. Don't get me wrong. This is the first time I feel like the majors have not been in complete control of what the media is saying. Like, they were only focused on Hot 97, Power 105, Power 106, MTV News, 106 in Park, TRL. Like, they were in control of all that.
Yeah.
They're not in control of some 20-year-old kid that gets 1 million people a night on his stream and can say anything he fucking wants.
Mhm.
So it scares them.
Yeah.
So I can see them being weird. Like, Julian, you can't be like, those are the ops.
Mhm.
Media's
Yeah,
media's not our friend like it used to be.
We the ops.
To majors, yeah, unless like, I mean, we still talk
Oh,
to
we the ops. Niggas is threatening my
publicists.
life every day online, and you ask them, are we the ops?
They said they wanted to murder Amara because I wanted to hear Sing About Me.
Damn,
Oh,
y'all the
wow.
ops. That's crazy.
Y'all the ops. Look how fast.
Just you two.
yeah, just us. We the
You
ops.
two.
Yeah.
Also, maybe another angle he's getting at here, again, because he was vague. He said he played instruments, he played bass for however many years. You're not overstepping your boundaries if you're working on music with your artist that you A&R. That's actually used to be the definition of the gig.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's more about just like translating lyrics and clearing features. But yeah, go in there and get your splits. Like, A&Rs that actually used to really be involved would get publishing and splits too.
Mm-hmm.
Now it'd just be A&Rs that sign somebody that went viral and they're getting splits. But, you know, that's another.
The game has changed.
This system, you guys think it's like they count pennies and they pinch. There's just new ways to get around it. I
Mhm.
know they get so many bags that if the higher ups of the label knew about, they'd be like, this is fucking bullshit.
I know A&Rs that just take no-name producers, and the way that like ghost producing used to be,
Yeah.
A&Rs do that with no-name producers now.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get 25% split on a beat that they just found some kid online.
Yeah.
And was like, here, take your other 20, even though the kid should be getting 50.
Mm-hmm.
There's A&Rs in the credit. I'm like, you just did your job as an A&R to connect the people right there. That's not pub. What the fuck why are you in the credits?
Like I said, there's so many ways to skin a horse now, though.
Yeah, you got to get paid somehow because the label's being tight with money, firing people every 5 seconds. Like, you got to do what the fuck you got to do.
Make sure you good. Fuck it.
The thing I never liked about a lot of that, like what Rory's saying on these poor like ghost producers in that system, is you're just taking advantage of someone's like desire and a dream. Like, their dream is to be in this industry. So if someone from a major comes to you and say, hey, I really like this beat, here's like fucking here's pennies to a song that we know is gonna go crazy. That's always the thing I never was
here's a
weird to me.
promise. Do us a solid on this one, and I'll get you on the next album.
next one, knowing that this beat's going to Cardi B, and no, you won't see a fucking penny from it.
And lying to them like, I played it. She wasn't into it. You didn't even go into that room and play anything.
Yeah.
But
Anybody that
that's the
fall
music.
for that is stupid, though.
I mean, some of these kids are super young and just throwing their beats on YouTube and like they become hits, and these kids are none the wiser. They're
Yeah.
just young and looking for an opportunity and think this is the way the shit goes.
It's a cold game, man. This music business shit is so fucking. It's insane. It's insane. But I mean, I'm not mad at what dude is doing. It's a age old trick. There's people been doing it for years, like you said, Rory. And I'm pretty sure now it's way easier to do a lot of this shit than it was before.
Yeah. But I mean,
Good luck, though, on your business, sir.
Sir.
And I do think the fact that he's calling in and wanted like our opinion on this matter means that his heart, like, he's in the right place. He wants to do good on both his company and his own work.
Yeah, he's not trying to fuck
I
nobody.
don't think he's
over.
trying to fuck anybody over.
No,
Yeah,
no. He just
sounds-
like, yo, he just feels like, damn, am I in the wrong here? Like, am I doing some whack shit?
But that's all like that. If you get into that corporate life for too long and it just becomes a mentality,
Mm-hmm.
like I've talked about this with Syph before, so I'm not saying anything that he hasn't even said publicly. He got so brainwashed by that Hot 97 logo
Mm-hmm.
that he was like, I'm defending something that doesn't care about me.
Yeah.
Why am I changing my life? Because I feel like I have to be loyal to Hot 97
Mhm.
when they're kicking me off middays and throwing me back to mornings when I didn't want to do that. Like I've been here for 20 years.
Mhm.
Y'all been here for 2 years.
Right.
And I'm walking around like this is my flag.
Mhm.
You get in that mentality, I feel like,
Yeah.
especially with labels too. I felt it when I was at Def Jam. What the fuck? What's Def Jam gonna do for me?
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Throw me on my ass
Right.
And
when something doesn't click. When someone else makes a mistake, they'll blame me and throw me on my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I running around with the
Mhm.
Def Jam flag?
Yeah.
It's a mentality when you get in that corporate shit. But
Yeah, and don't be afraid to step out. It sounds like he's scared. If you get to the point where you feel like you could make it, pretend that you don't have a job and like you're fighting for your life and step out on your own. I feel like sometimes you get comfortable at a job and you're so, and you know, we're adults, like we all have bills and shit like that. You're afraid to fall. But if you get to a place where you like, yo, like I really could like do this could be my full-time job, then quit. You might fall. You'll never know. Like you'll never, if you can't put, you know, you only have 100% of yourself. If you're giving 40 of it to your day job and you're only giving the other 60% to your job, like if you put 100% into your own company, like imagine what it could be. So don't be afraid to take that leap and tell them, fuck them and do your own thing.
we got another one?
yeah, this is a little lighter.
Hey y'all, hope y'all are doing well. It's David from Maryland, big fan of the pod. I'm in this dilemma where I'm a big fan of hip hop. I love the history of hip hop. That's what I grew up on. It's what I listen to the most currently. And I was in the Discord with you guys the other night watching the pop out, and I was hyped to go into work the next day and talk to it with friends and coworkers. But they didn't seem to even really care, or they didn't know it was on, which is fine. I'm not mad at them for that. It just really made me realize that like I don't have much of an outlet to like share this interest with. So I don't expect you guys to have an answer for that. I just wanted to kind of share that dilemma I'm in right now. But my question to y'all is, have you guys been in that sort of situation where you have a passion or an interest or a hobby, whatever, that you guys might be into at the time, and you don't have like anybody to share that interest with or talk to about it? I just thought it was very interesting. Thanks for taking this voicemail. Take it
Aw,
easy.
He's so sweet.
Sounds like a nice kid.
He's so
Right?
sweet. Hi, David.
Good people this episode.
Well, David, you have a whole Discord and Patreon community who will love nothing more but to sit there and talk hip hop with you all day. So please, please make sure you're talking to the new Rory and Maul community because they'll argue and yell about that shit all day with you.
Patreon.com/New Rory Mall.
Yes, there's always a community that will argue hip hop with you no matter what. But I've also found like the older I've gotten, sometimes it's nice to just have your own hobbies that aren't really for other people. Like that's just my interest and my thing that I don't need to share. I could be a nerd about this by myself rather than having to have someone to talk to about it. It's nice to have your own things.
What's yours? What would be your
Well, I have a podcast, so I literally share every last fucking thing that's that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. It's nice to have things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
That could
doesn't
be-
have a podcast, so he doesn't talk for a living. So I'm sure he wants to, you know, share it with
But that's-
people. It's a perfect time to make new friends.
But that's not true. Just because you share something doesn't mean like I share all the time with you guys and you guys make fun of everything I do. So those
but your
hobbies
interests
I do
are
to
like-
myself.
Your hobbies are like dating apps.
No, I have 14 plants that I take care of at home.
Yeah,
And
but
I don't talk
that's for the
plant care
hoes when
with
they
you
come
guys.
back to the house.
You got how many plants you take care of?
I have 14 and I'm about to propagate 2. I'm about to make 16. Hopefully tomorrow.
You
before
making
I
your
go.
plants
He about to
fuck?
make the plants fuck?
No, propagation is you take a healthy root and you remove it from a plant and put it in it's a soil I mean, I did a soil propagation. This will be a water one.
Oh, so that's how like you get Baisley when she's a Maltese and a poodle mix. So you're just doing that with plants. You're making like ligers. in
No,
your
it's
house.
like if he cut Baisley's leg off and grew a new Baisley. So now
Exactly.
there's 2 Baisleys.
Oh,
You know how,
it's
like,
when you
crab-
cut worms in half.
So this is it's really a beautiful process, especially if you do it in the water because you see the roots grow. And then when the roots are long enough and healthy enough, you can plant this into a new pot and soil. But again, I am now talking about it here. But this is stuff that I do on my own that I would never really talk to you guys about because I know what
better than to talk
three-letter
to me.
word, baby.
You know better than to talk
Yeah.
to me about propagating your plants over the weekend. Like, get the fuck
But
out.
again, I like to keep certain things to myself. Like, that's cool. Don't talk to me about that. Which is like, I mean, in a good way.
No, but-
Just do that shit in your crib and enjoy it.
Go find propagate Twitter or some shit. I don't know.
I forgot how many years ago when I came in here and admitted that like one of my side hobbies is arranging flowers. And you know, I should have never told y'all that. You guys clowned me. I still do it,
We supposed to.
but of course.
Yeah.
But I could have just kept that to myself.
You should have kept that.
What's your favorite flower, Rory?
I'm more of a color guy. I like to arrange different.
I thought you don't see color though.
I don't.
Look, you're like a dog.
Yeah, I can tell by the grays, the hues of the gray.
Got it.
Maul, do you have any hobbies that you don't talk to us about?
Yes. A shitload.
What's her name?
What?
Huh?
All y'all always pressing Maul about a girl. Like, y'all be in his dick business bad, kind of. Right or right, Maul?
Right.
What do you think he's gonna say to that?
Right.
And
She only gave me
also-
two options. She said right or right.
Yeah.
And first of all, I also agree. Yeah, well, I want to know.
You want to know who I'm sleeping with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thought like I didn't realize you put a period at the end of the sentence. I thought it was like okay,
No, that was
semicolon,
Comma.
No, that was it.
and then you were gonna tell me.
Oh, okay.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I just asked the question like you want to know. Like, okay.
But to answer this very nice gentleman's question, seek out the community. The same way Demaris said, specifically our Discord and you know our listenership loves to debate about hip hop. Like you can find your community and your tribe when it comes to your weird.
You can
hobbies.
literally tweet whatever
Yeah.
you're thinking about, and people are gonna jump in that. Look, got two new people to argue with all night.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's weird. Like, all right, if hip hop is your hobby and talking about it, but you can't find anyone, go to shows. You'll meet people.
I said that,
Yeah,
You know, people go to shows by themselves and just meet friends,
yeah, absolutely.
and you're there for a common thing.
Obviously, we all here. We like this artist or we're interested in this artist. So yeah, go to shows. Social media is everybody's always willing to argue and engage in any type of debate about music and artists and things like that. So yeah, David, that was a cool voicemail though. Appreciate that.
There's nothing worse than talking to somebody about something you're super passionate about and you're just like gushing and super happy and they look so disinterested. Like that shit makes your heart just drop. Like
Disinterested, but it's cool when somebody is disinterested because they don't know, but they're willing to learn what you're talking about. Like, I like that. It's like, you may not know what the fuck I'm talking about right now, but if you're like, yo, I don't know what that is, like, but tell me more about that. Like,
yeah.
that type of shit is cool because it's like, okay, this is somebody that has not like when you talk about House of Dragons, I'm like,
I
okay.
was just about to bring that up. Like how I gush about House of Dragons.
Yeah,
and
like
y'all
I
look at
gotta
me
I gotta
six
start there.
heads.
Like, okay, you sold that to me. I bet. Boom. Like I gotta start paying attention to that. So I'm not mad at people not knowing anything about what the fuck I'm saying, but at least be willing to like learn about what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. Tell me more about it.
Like when I talk about my passion for B-sides, I didn't know my daughter would be murdered because of it.
Right.
So like, you know, things you should just keep to your fucking self.
Exactly.
Demaris, what's your hobby outside of here that you
I have a lot of
Yeah,
hobbies.
talk
I
about
mean, I read a lot, but y'all don't read. You read when a
Yeah.
girl you like reads, but
True.
it's not?
y'all don't read. So I'm not gonna come out here and talk about books with y'all because y'all don't.
You have a book club?
I'm
I
huge
just
on.
read Gene Barillo's Mafia book.
What murder?
I did. Not even the audiobook. I bought the book and read it.
How many pages was it?
You know,
It was a lot. No, it was a
It's
fucking
fine.
it was a real book.
it's a real
Oh.
book.
It only had like 2 pictures.
Tons of pages.
yeah.
Tons of pages. The font was kind of big though. I was like, this might be 14 times New Roman. Like, they set this up for me, man.
Oh man.
I'm cracking up.
That used to, when I used to be able to flirt and like was out in these streets, that was always my go-to question to a girl. What are you a nerd about? They used to love that question.
What was your favorite answer?
Hopefully me and fucking.
Nice.
Rory, seriously.
Nice.
No, I wasn't looking for an answer. I love asking people that. What are you a nerd about? I'm a nerd, so I like to know what other people are nerds about.
Mhm.
I like when people get super excited and passionate about some shit that isn't for me. I think that's cool to find out about people. Like what really makes them excited.
I'm laughing because one of me and Rory's first conversations that we ever had, we tried to out Drake nerd each other.
See?
He won.
That's sick.
He won. He was like,
No,
"No, you're
Maul
not even
won.
really a Drake fan for real." Like, this was like an hour-long conversation. we were trying to see who was the bigger Drake nerd.
But I also liked Kendrick. We just didn't get to Kendrick in the combo.
Okay.
We should just edit that part out before I get another death threat.
You definitely are. Which mean you weren't a nerd.
I thought the barbs were scary.
No.
Kendrick's hive is
Oh no,
terrifying.
they're scary.
The llamas. That's what they call, right?
Yeah, the llamas.
The llamas.
The big steppers, no? Isn't
That's
that
not what they're called, by the way. I just made that up and it caught on, but they're not called the llamas. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
When it cools down a bit, I was gonna get into this golf thing. You mentioned that before.
Yeah. I definitely want to start playing golf.
I'm not far from a course. I'm really gonna start.
I'd play with Pause. I'd play with you, Rory.
It'd be
love
fun.
Golfing.
Yeah, golf is.
I only
golf
get
is
out there like
definitely
3
something I
times a
wanna-
year, but it's always amazing.
Well, on the East Coast, it's tough unless you travel on the East Coast to play golf. But in New York, you only get a couple months of good golf. But yeah, golf is definitely something I want to pick up. And Belly has been dying to teach me, but I just don't spend enough time on the West Coast in California. So, but I definitely want to get into golf for
Yeah.
sure.
I want to get into tennis. Me and Alex have been looking that up.
Tennis?
Getting into
Oof.
Tennis, yeah.
Them knees might be a little too old to start that.
Oh no, baby, the knees work.
Think about pickleball. Pickleball might be better.
I don't want to do pickleball. I want to do tennis.
Listen.
Tennis
I'm
would
telling
be
you.
fun.
I'm telling you something for your health and for your safety.
Are you like in these courts like that?
Like,
Pickleball?
No, tennis. Like
Tennis is way more aggressive on your body than pickleball.
and that's fine. I'm
I
okay
think-
with that. I want it as a workout, and I want to learn how to do it.
Pickleball's a work.
I can do
Alright.
hard things, Mom.
I'm not saying you can't.
Oh,
I'm
guys,
just saying,
I'm training for a 5K, by the way. I'm running a 5K in August. I signed up. So I'm in the process of training for a 5K.
somebody tweeted, you're getting old when your friends start training for marathons.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Good luck.
I'm excited for you. We'll go to the finish line.
It's in Rockaway Beach, so it's not far.
Oh, great. Yeah. That should be fun.
I'm
I'll
excited.
definitely be at the finish line waiting for you, baby D.
Yay. Okay. I'm
I'll
excited.
be there.
I
Yeah,
want to
that'd
run
be
a
fun.
half marathon by next summer. So
My I found this out when I went down to the shore. My godbrother just did the mini Ironman. Like it's not as far as it's like cut in half. It's still swimming, biking, and running. He trained for a while, was very proud of him. They did biking last, and he was making great time. And he took his water bottle and thought he was putting it like in the slot
No.
and put it in his spokes. And flipped. Imagine swimming mad far, running mad far, getting on the bike like, all right,
Yeah, this is
I can
cool.
get some
I can do
energy
this,
back,
yeah.
and then you just flip over face first.
oh
Damn.
no, did he get up and like
Yeah,
finish
he
biking?
got 15th. He still got 15th.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He could have probably won.
yeah. He was training for real.
So a half.
But the funny thing is training that hard, and then what takes you out is just misplacing your water bottle. That's
Yeah.
life.
That's mental fatigue.
A
Right there.
half Ironman is a 1.2 mile swim, a 56 mile bike ride, and a half marathon, 13.1 mile run.
Crazy. Even the mini Ironman is insane.
70.3 total miles.
It's nuts.
I ain't gonna lie. Swimming for a mile, 1.2 miles is crazy.
Yeah,
What's the real Ironman?
double this. So, again, not a math guy, but
2 miles then, right? No, I don't know if it's really cut in
yeah,
half.
2.4 miles, 112 mile bike
Gotcha.
ride, and a full marathon. Doing that and then running a full marathon is
It's
fucking like, yeah, that's the dessert is the full marathon.
And
That
my,
would
and
take
my
like
question is, what are
2
they doing this
days.
for?
It's
To challenge yourself. I
endurance,
guess?
strength, yeah, and challenge yourself.
Yeah, some people like when they get older, they need to find things to challenge themselves, get more discipline, stay healthy.
Hey, riding a bike for 112 miles is fucking crazy.
I could do that part. That's the only part I'd be able to do.
Yeah, I could probably do that too.
I
Of
can't
course,
swim.
it's the easiest thing to do on the fucking island.
Swimming straight
Ride
for a
bike.
mile is fucking crazy.
Swimming 400 meters is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A mile?
And they usually do it in the ocean. Like you're not in a pool. You're swimming against a current. Like with fish.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna find another way to challenge myself.
Yo, this golf thing's looking high.
yeah. I'm gonna find another way.
Go to
challenge
putt-putt,
myself.
maybe?
I ain't, man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not fucking swimming no 2 miles.
Yeah, a lot of people get hurt. A lot of heat exhaustion.
Well, a lot of people do this to
Passing
like
out.
find themselves. Like some people just get older and have been spending their whole 20s in an office or like just doing the same thing every day.
I get
And
it.
this is a new way to just find
Listen,
yourself. I guess.
I'm talking shit.
In a
I
healthy way.
salute anybody that's able to do some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, who ain't swimming no 2 miles. Get the fuck out of here. Not me. Not if I have to now for my life, then I'll do it. But just on a random Sunday, like, yo, we gonna go.
They have
Out of here.
they have scuba at the pool that Amara does her swim lessons at. And like I saw them one night doing the scuba shit. And I was like, that looks fun and intriguing. And then I really thought about it. Even if I get certified, I'm not going in the fucking ocean with a scuba tank.
Yeah, nah. Scuba diving.
Like I'd be doing scuba in a pool. Like why did I do this?
Yeah,
Because I'm not going in that place.
I'm not going in a lake.
Shout out Scuba Steve.
A lake. Scuba diving in a lake is crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
You scuba dived
diving
before,
in a
Pete?
lake. What
Are you certified like scuba?
He said it's a high school.
Oh, that's
class.
cool.
Okay.
I don't think I can do that. It's too claustrophobic for me.
ocean?
anything that
Like the opposite of
requires
this.
equipment.
Claustrophobic.
The mouthpiece, just like
Oh, okay.
knowing that my only oxygen source is this thing that, and then I'd get the anxiety that if my mouth opens or if there's something like the water gets in, then I'm cooked. Like it just the anxiety of that.
Or if you got a cough.
Yeah, like well, God
never even thought
forbid
about
you
that.
sneeze or cough and like shit just goes awry. That anxiety
Yo,
alone.
sneezing while scuba diving.
I don't know, man.
You gonna bust your fucking eardrums, man. It's over for you.
Getting a cramp, and then that's like the thing where if you go so low to a certain depth, you have to, what do they call it, when you have to like slowly breach? You can't just pop up because that's when your head will explode. You need to like sit at 20 meters and then go up to 10 meters and wait. Like your body, you have to slowly breach. It's just too much. I'm good.
My dad is certified in scuba, but that was more for like his job, like when he was working on boats and longshoreman shit. Like
Yeah.
he would legitimately clean like the sides of boats. Like he'd have to put the scuba shit on.
Yeah.
But-
If God wanted me to be up underneath water that long, he'd have made me a fish. He didn't. Made me a human. Gave me legs.
That's like when I
Could be a
watched
mermaid.
that documentary on Netflix. I think it's Free Dive.
Oh yeah, that was a popular one.
That shit was crazy. Those are the real gangsters on earth. Niggas that free dive. You know how crazy that is? You dive that deep with no oxygen. It's just you just pinch your nose. You put something on pinch your nose and just dive down till it can't even see you.
Have you ever seen
And
them
then
like?
come back up? Nah, that's fucking crazy.
Have you seen like the workouts they do, like an hour and a half before they go down?
Yeah.
It's like a whole.
That shit is crazy. Those
It's
are the
almost
real
like a
gangsters.
beautiful process.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Current world records for free dives: the men 121 meters, 397 feet. Women 109 meters, 358 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, their breathing exercises like look like they're possessed in the pool before that.
No, that documentary on Netflix was crazy. I couldn't believe people was really doing shit like this.
Oh.
Just for like, fuck it, this is what I do.
But I feel the same way about jumping out of a plane. Like,
I would do that.
I tried to do it once. It was too windy.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Drove like an hour and a half to South Jersey, and then they were like, "Nah."
I
Dad,
mean,
look at this shit.
That's their only guide is this stupid fucking rope.
No oxygen. Just hold your breath.
that's yeah.
And
Nah,
you know how
dark as fuck
dark,
down
you know how dark it gets down there?
I'm not doing
That
it.
is so scary.
Yeah. People,
mean-
I guess real life is just boring for some people. Like, they don't really
Yeah.
fuck with that. They gotta-
Adrenaline junkie type shit. Which I mean, not something I would do, but I guess I get it to see how far you could take the human body. That's how some people operate.
Yeah, but
I just don't
what happens
mean-
when you find out you can't take the human body that far?
Well, that's where death comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I'm
the
I just feel like
thrill.
once the scuba tank was invented, I don't know if we really needed the.
free
The
dive.
free
Yeah,
divers.
that was over with.
Are you guys afraid of death?
Nah, not really. I mean, I'm scared for Amara and my family, but I'm not really scared for myself.
I agree. I'm the same way. Like, if I died today, I would be cool, but like, I wouldn't
You
want
don't
that.
have a choice
you
if you're gonna be cool.
I would be cool as hilarious. You wouldn't know.
I would be
You'd
cool.
Be dead.
You be dead. You would
No,
be
but I
cool.
mean, like, okay, like, let's say like, higher power or whatever came to be today. It was like, Demaris, today your last day. I wouldn't be like, no, I don't want. Like, I wouldn't be. I'd be like, I bet, but you know, I would be sad for my family and stuff like that. I would hope that I've given them all the tools to.
You wouldn't ask for like a few more hours to get your affairs in order? Like just try to reason with death.
Boil
Like,
the
yeah, no, I
dildos.
got you, bro. I know you're here for me. But
Yeah, but let me.
let me call Chase.
Yeah.
Let me clear my iCloud. Let me wipe my phone. That's a good question. If someone said to say the death devil knocks on your door and says you have an hour to live, figure it out. What are you gonna do?
Rory said
Oh,
you
this
kill
was
people.
a this was
No,
a great
but
episode.
Not an hour.
This was a classic.
not kill people. I'm saying like, all right, fine, 20 minutes. You wiping your phone? Like, what's the?
I don't care about my phone. I stand on everything I ever said or did.
Yeah, my phone. I'm not really that worried of.
I'm cool.
Yeah, because it was doing you great when you were here.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I mean, like I stand on everything I said I did. I don't have anything that I would want to get rid of in my phone that I wouldn't want anybody to see.
That happened.
I'm
with
only
a-
saying that because when I got this new phone, iCloud like
Wiped
damn
everything?
near wiped everything. There's not
it's
there's
nothing
not
to do
much in the
about it.
last week.
Yeah.
No.
That happened with my friend though. When he passed away, like they got his phone, and it was just it was wild shit. Like we found out some wild shit.
He's
I
gay?
know
No.
Oh.
He wasn't
friends
gay,
whose
but he-
parents have passed and they went through their parents' phone. I was like, I didn't
I'm
do that.
cool.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, yo, I don't even want to know what y'all, but a lot of the homies was like, yo, he was on some like weird shit, like
He was free diving.
talking crazy about like all of the homies and to like
Oh.
girls and shit like that. It was just like,
But I mean, but that's his girl. If you can't talk
well, not
to
his girl, to different girls.
Oh.
I didn't care though. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't
What I'm
matter.
gonna do?
Yeah, like, what
I'ma
the
do?
who gives a fuck?
He's an angel now.
Exactly.
But
Anyone
if
who dies,
I had
everything they
20
do is
minutes to
okay.
live, the crazy shit is, it depends on where I'm at. If I'm at my house, I'm gonna clean my house.
Oh my.
I really
Yo,
would. I
we're
would.
not-
I would
we're
clean
not-
my crib.
You even upset Peach with that.
Yeah, like
No, for real. Like I
clean
don't
your
want.
house when you got 20 minutes to live. You gonna spend vacuuming? Yeah,
No,
what the
but
fuck
like
you talking
straight, like
Dropping
you know,
dead
just
with
in
the
case.
vacuum on.
about? Yeah,
I
like,
might
vacuum
just
still
start the
going?
process, take as much DMT as I can, and just take myself there.
Yeah, I would probably go to drugs. That'd be kind of sick.
I would call my parents and tell them, like, call my family, tell them I love them, and make sure anything that I wouldn't want people to see in my house is put away. Tell my sister where it's at, and that's it. Hide the guns, whatever.
The guns. Nobody. You dead. Who gives a fuck? Who cares you got guns in your house when you dead?
I don't want, some people are not comfortable handling guns, though.
What? Yo, Demaris is crazy.
You think
20 minutes, yo, go hide the guns. You got 20 minutes to live. You hide the guns.
Give me the vacuum.
Give me the
and hide
vacuum.
guns,
yo,
yeah.
fuck it. Let me do it. I'll fold the sheets. What are you
I want to know why you didn't hide them when you were alive.
yeah, like what is-
Yeah,
they
word.
just out. Like they just,
niggas ain't in my house?
they just on the fucking table. Like, okay, that's what's up.
Ain't nobody in my house.
I got 20 minutes to live. I'm gonna cry. I don't know what the fuck. y'all-
Yeah, you know what, Ma? I respect
I'm
that.
fucking crying like a baby. I got 20. I'm like, it's over. This is it.
I
What
feel like
girl-
I would fuck up the whole like speech to everybody. Like my last words, I'd overthink
Oh, it'd be
it
like
too
an
much.
ad read.
Yeah,
For-
it'd be awful. 20%
Like,
off your next funeral
Your
arrangement.
next life. 20% off your next life. Use code Rory and all.
We're like, no, let's do it again.
Damn, 20 minutes up.
What's the little pamphlet you get at funerals?
Obituary?
Obituary.
I thought that was just what like
I mean,
the
no,
obituary's on the pamphlet,
Yeah, I
but
know
there's
what you're
other shit
saying.
too.
the
What?
is it called? It's not called the obituary, but I know what you're
The
talking
obituary is in that pamphlet,
Yeah.
but it is a bunch of other stuff.
about. Is it called the
Program?
program? Yep, it's called a
The-
program.
the
Calling
obituary.
anything a program at a funeral is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the program.
But isn't the program in the obituary?
No, the obituary
Or like
is
It's in the
just
program.
the life
his-
summary.
Yeah, the obituary is just Rory, May 7th,
Yo,
1991.
It's not okay.
May 4th.
Oh shit,
You're off
4th.
the year and the day.
Oh, May 4th, 1990.
Actually, no,
sorry.
I'm 91 is cool. That's my industry age now. I'm a year younger.
34 or 35. You're still old as fuck.
Doing an industry age for just 1 year younger is fucking insane.
You took 1
Um,
year off your life?
With all that said, Peach might be my call for 20 minutes. I want to put together like the best funeral program ever with Peach. That'd be my first call.
Oh, the graphics.
Yeah,
Oh, can we
They would have to
Photoshop
be
you
like
in the
a thing.
casket?
We could just
20
take the
minutes.
photo of
What if
him
there was traffic?
in the casket.
She said, can we Photoshop you in the casket?
No, we just
Yeah.
live. That's when we start live streaming from Rory's funeral.
That'd be cool to just live stream and like then I guess just croak.
I did that for one of my friends' funeral because it was in Cali. So we had to live. I didn't go, so we live
That
streamed.
happened a lot during COVID.
Yeah. But that was all you could do during COVID,
Yeah,
which was stupid. But
I mean, I've
Yeah.
listen.
I
I've-
just
I've
asked
told y'all
if
that
y'all were
story to me.
if y'all were afraid of death. Y'all said y'all aren't. Well, Rory's not, but me and him are both suicidal.
afraid of death? No, but I ain't trying to meet that motherfucker no time soon. I'll tell
Yeah,
you
I'm
that.
cool. I'm cool on that.
Yeah, I'm
now, but
not really. I always said this to my parents. It probably sounds awful. I was like, I'm 3 of my grandparents were gone before I was born, and selfishly, I like that. I'm bad at grief. I'd rather just not know. It's dark as shit, but like I knew one of my grandparents when he passed, it crushed me. So if I had to do that 3 more times, I'm good.
Mm.
But I mean,
if you,
I
if you
get
do
that.
live a long, healthy life, a lot of people are going to die around you.
Oh no, I know. That's why to this scenario, I'm not saying I'd kill you, take me now, but like I hate grieving, and in this scenario, I would just be the person to go.
Hmm.
Mm.
Got you.
That's like when some people like I never understood that when
You're so
some people
selfish.
really can't
Just take care of
handle.
my plants, Maul. That's it.
No, I got you. I'll
Yeah.
take care of you. I'll smoke the motherfucker.
Even the crossbreeder.
Yeah.
Some
I got
people
you.
really can't handle like dark shit. Like it'll like granted, dark shit changes you, like whatever, but it really turns some people off from ever wanting to feel the good part of that feeling again. Like I know people who have lost a dog and they say they'll never get another dog because they never want to feel like that, or people who have gotten their heart broken and they stand on like, yo, I'm never loving again because I never want to feel that. And I'm just like, y'all don't like. Okay, that heartbreak or that grief or whatever might last a year or whatever, but like the good part lasted for years. You don't want to feel that again. Like you're not optimistic about that part.
Louis C.K. and Louis has a clip that's on YouTube called "Love and Heartbreak" that's very similar to what Demaris is saying, and they're pointing out that is the actual beauty of it. Like it's amazing that we get heartbreak, grief. Like it means that we loved. Like that's the greatest part of this entire thing.
Yeah.
Is when you don't feel that. Is when it's, you're a sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't wait to get his heart broke again.
You couldn't.
He's
wait.
like, yeah. The bad part is when you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Once you don't care, it's like, all right, what the fuck is going on with life then?
Yeah. What's
So-
the point of it?
Yeah, YouTube that Louis C.K. Love and Heartbreak Scene. One of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
All right. NewRoryMall.com. Live show tickets are available.
Philly, we will be there
July
very, very soon.
25th, at the City Winery.
Mhm.
We'll be in Philadelphia to see the good people down there in Philly. Looking forward to seeing y'all. Tickets available now. Tickets are moving. Merch is available, and new merch will be available soon.
Merch is on sale, guys.
20% off right now. And there will be also new merch at the show.
Absolutely.
So Philly, we will see you July 25th.
City Winery. Tickets available now at newrorynmall.com.
And if you also live in Detroit, Chicago, London, Toronto, Atlanta, or New York, tickets are available as well. NewRoryMall.com.
All right, well,
See you guys at the end of the week.
Not
see y'all in
me.
a couple days. Well, not you. Good. Thank God. Won't see Julian again.
Goodbye.
Wait, you have a modeling gig?
No, my brother is getting married.
Oh.
I will be officiating it and giving a best man speech.
L'chaim.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't like eavesdropping or you were telling someone. It was in the office. You were talking loud. Aren't you like working through your best man speech and you have like some really dark jokes that's going to make everyone
It's not a
uncomfortable?
joke. Like my brother is just.
It's about like a car accident or
my
something.
brother almost died. Like, and I feel like I
Yeah,
have
so
to
bring it up at his wedding.
Yeah,
I
because
told him
it's
not
like
to
it
do
makes sense in the whole thing. I don't know. I'll let you guys know how it goes next week.
Literally gonna drain the
It
internet.
may crash and burn.
Well, we're just talking about this Louis shit. Through the dark times come the. It's the whole thing. It's a similar
Comes the beauty.
message.
You get it.
Listen, if you start to bomb, just go to the toast.
That's it.
That's fact.
Raise your glasses. Get drunk. We'll talk to you in a couple of days. Be safe. Be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just ginger. Peace.